off. DK pull the plug on it, back off towards main Sivnovka there and get a bit of looting on by the base. That is where Moxie was last spotted as well. Free pick onto him there and then convert off the back of that if they're a bit unfortunate in terms of their placing. And like you say, Aurora do complete their rotate over, find a little bit of hard cover to get set up with a relatively acceptable split from them thus far. And Fury are still hunkered down, just listening out. With 4 Thrives, just commanding a bit of respect from their setup. It's been good damage done, disarming some of the vehicles as well to make any escape plays far harder, Jukes. So strategic, if quiet, from them.
Yeah, I mean, it's a smart play. These guys are in 4th place right now, 25 points on the board. Just get a good central position and just reach that end game. So they're hunkered down in the main coverage of these buildings, but those buildings are a little bit weak to that hillside. But for now, nobody's going to be making that push, because if you do, that's instant third-party city. So good decision for these teams just to kind of just wait things out, all right? Let's just kind of move little by little, inch by inch, and then let the zone decide when this fight's going to start.
And we love to party as much as the next person, Jukes, but a third party just don't hit the same, does it?
It does not.
Moxie is out.
Next zone just pop, and it does head on over.
Tiếp đâu mà là tiêu dài, ngoại phái là đánh trả đấy, tiêu dài.
So pretty big hard shift.
Quán ta giờ về, era tao à vì hey, tiếp đâu mà.
KRX are going to have to do the same. We'll see how things start to play out. Those squads that are holding a great position so far, you got 4 Thrives sitting pretty, AGAL, Furia. Pretty much everybody else is going to have to move on in as Maniac gets knocked to Alula.
Yeah, Maniac not dancing on this one. No smooth moves on the dance floor as Alula start to build off the back of it and see if there's anyone else they need to remove from the equation as they do flush through onto him.
There we go. Now we're starting to see that elimination feed light up. Enigma Galaxy, hey, putting in some work here. 5 eliminations to start things off. The most in this lobby so far. So they're cranking up the heat. Getting some points on the board. Definitely needed. Claws has eyes on Satan though, and Satan, woo! Hitting that U-turn real quick.
Handbrake on that one.
Cái tên này biến thao về giờ bảo, chứ dù mà. Kiểu đâu bảo. Cái quái gì nhỉ?
They forget about him. Wow. It gives him a reason to remember the name. Headshot into the back. That's another one down.
That's how you do it there. Yusuf in the blue zone. He knows he's probably going to go out here, but is able to get 2 clutch points, especially if he gets this confirmation onto Claws. And they need all the points they can get. Nice shots with that Scar. Red dot, unfortunately.
Quite quick.
As well. Lives up to the name on the response from the org as he hits there. Claws off the back of being downed, eats it from the blue coming in as well. From a good start, it starts to unfold. Meanwhile, back over on a different POV, we can see Aurora continuing on their warpath. Doc's down right now. Needs someone to play medic, but the backup is on rotation. Trying to cut their losses as well and get out of there. There's limited cover with the shed. You can tuck in at least.
Yeah, well.
But this looks brutal, Juice.
Yeah, it is. Jetboss barely made it to that shack there. Emirata was on fire. Yol is going to go ahead and get that res onto Doc. So Aurora pushing up from military, working their way little by little. They got 5 eliminations here. This is honestly where they work on their best. With the blue zone to their back, gun skill, the only solution to push into this next circle.
Hey, nah, bye.
Oh, they just have that one vehicle. Good for them. Okay, great. So they at least saved 1. And they're going to have to use it because this zone is starting to close. 20 seconds left on the clock. Things are going to definitely heat up here in this next circle.
Start sprinkling. KRX just off to the left side as well, and it seems like Aurora, their eyes have lit up as they do get to them. Few shots over. See if they can eat the situation here, Jukes, and begin to build. Alula going down as zone, shifting upwards. And we can see where they're going to go from here. The fight for survival up against KRX.
Well, let's get it. Let's see what KRX could do. They are right next to Aurora when it comes to leaderboard. So this is a here. Aurora with 6 eliminations so far. Only 2 points separating the two on the leaderboards. And the blue zone is so far away from them. So this is a fight they just have to make happen. KRX getting in the vehicles. Are they going to push this? And it looks like they are. Vinny
然后A 拿多嘛进来呀，多少么多
？Zio up close the personals, gotta hit the shots with the shotgun. He gets one, but it ain't gonna be enough. KRX.
然后 A 拿多嘛进来呀。
The lights have gone out for Aurora on that one as they are silenced by the attack.
但係你會抄講，結果咪兩百三磅嘛。依家變態俾啲 video 嘛，比較高啲嘛，聽種 video 知俾咗話 check。啊，就哪裡話嚟咩？聽種 video 知俾咗話。啲 A 鬧啱咪聽下又係，我哋話聽種 video 都知俾咗話 check，啊嘛比較先邊啦話你。
Trying to slow down their rotation. Hoxie say, "Oh, come on, Blue Zone, give me a break. Give me a break here." As Benny said, "I can't even wait for you, bro. I gotta get to this next circle."
Self-preservation has got to be done. Keep the dream living for all of them if he can get into a better position. Thankfully, not slain by the blue. It would have been an upsetting way to go out. But the challenges are yet to come, buddy.
Yes, they are. They are still not in this next circle, and they got an entire squad of AGAL right in front of them. Things are gonna get sticky here, especially when Maple's on the squad.
Oh yeah, always sticky business from him. Hit some sickening shots as well. We're seeing it so far. Let's see if they can build back into a play like this. Attention being taken off them, but Flower deals with it instantly.
Super annoying circle here for these teams. This is a lot of open field, very little coverage here.
機會啦，機會啦，機會，第呢個頭啊。
We're seeing so many teams out in stage 5. Usually at this level, we'll see a whole lobby with Flower H. Oh,
nice.
Spinning out, and he's taking out the vehicle. Now it's Hoxie left for the squad of KRX, just trying to survive.
Smooth tracking on that. It was like first-class postmate.
Oh.
It wasn't enough.
要搵人講標意啊！
KRX out is a huge opportunity now for 4.
如果係頂 flat 都係跟白吧？如果係頂 flat 都係跟白吧？ 哦呀耶，快啦！話點解播得做嗱？A grand 呀，nói la biết nó.
Already dropping 2 players. Flower H has been popping off. But what can you do? Man versus machine as the hovercraft is in their face. Falak looking to assist with the nade plays once again as they're getting blown down.
Oh no, wow.
Maple removed.
Oh.
And that's how you wave.
Khuyên ca này phải lâu quá lại rồi. Khuyên ca ya draw tông người này rồi. Khuyên ca ya draw tông người này rồi. Khuyên ca ya draw tông người này rồi. Oh.
The detonation from the hovercraft.
Going too long rồi.
He can top himself back up. 4-5 certainly living up to the name, Jukes. They've been thriving in the lobby as individuals, but as a unit as well.
The crowd is going crazy here. We can hear the 4-Thrive chants happening just right behind us. Let's see if they can make everybody proud here and make pretty much of a miracle play. These guys have no coverage. They're going to have to run in the wide open.
Thì quay team flat và cam ba mày quay đi bà. Let's go team flat. Let's go. Tayo được. Nếu đi rồi mấy nó ngã đi mấy nó ít xin này là tayo được. Những con đâu mà tayo được. Team flat, team flat.
Like you say, maybe they can smell blood.
Up
for something special here. Bit of a scout with the 2-2 split, keeping their eyes open for info. Flash taking pot shots onto Furia as well, huddling together for any kind of cover.
Man, 4-Thrives really are happy with this.
Flash
just completely stopped Furia from being able to push on them. Flash making that big push. Furia trying to make a play from the shack here. Bo's trying to get the heal off, and now
it's nice. Stop. Stop. David. Let's go.
Just like that, the flash in the pan is put out.
Clean
up. See you later, Furia, but the response back on. Shots coming towards them. 4-5's advancing up as well. So we've broken off into this 2-2 fight effectively, Jukes.
This is the perfect scenario for 4-Thrives. Literally, this is the only way they move up is if those two teams fought each other. They did, and now 4-Thrives have a beautiful open angle to this side of the map. They got a good couple of hay bales to work with. You gotta watch out though, because I see Raouf there with that.
That's the
weapon to have here in this situation.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be Raoufless. absolutely giving it.
ဟောဒီရောက်ကောင်းမသေးသေးပါဘာနဲ့တိုးလာလဲ
of him, Jukes.
ဟာ
So 4-5s want to play this smart. They need to be decisive with the attacks.
အဲ့ဘာနဲ့တိုးလာလဲရောက်40ရာရောက်မေးပေးအောင်အဲ့ကောင်တွေကို
Opportunity scouting jump spot from Lord, just trying to get a read.
40ရာဘာနဲ့တိုးလာ
We got Team Flash just holding in the open. Look at that Tops with the welding gun there, repairing those vehicles just in case.
အေးရောက်ညီမလိုကြီးတွေရောက်တင်းဖလက်ကိုလည်းမေးပေးလိုက်အောင်
Coverage here. No terraforming here in Erangel. You got to use what you got. And right now, I think Enigma Galaxy definitely learned their lesson after that last game. Look at them, just single tapping, making sure they conserve onto all that ammunition because they could have definitely won.
တင်းဖလက်ယေ
Every bullet worth its weight in gold right now.
ဒီကောင်ကအာမကိုကျင်တော့ညီမကလေးရောက်ကောင်ကအာမကိုကျင်တော့
From the pot shots they're taking
Hold on,
on the
yeah.
vehicle, disarm, a quick rotate for 4-5s, make it a bit more uncomfortable. It's a good split to at least have hard cover if they go for this rotation through the open. And Furia starting to get some of the same medicine sent their way. You can't hold the wide peak anymore.
Slow things.
ဒီကောင်လေးကောင်က
That is going to be the
I'm
team
going here.
game here. Oh, getting picked off from Chief. Nice shots there, catches him underneath the buggy. And yeah, he's 100% getting thirsted here.
That's
တင်းဖလက်ကြီးကောင်းပါတယ်တဲ့
He was playing for so long, forced off, it goes back out. That Elim will be
အစုံရတယ်မင်းတို့မဲ့ပါလားတင်း40ရာတော့ပါနေသေးတယ်ရောက်ရင်
and rip an extra point away from Fury.
ရောက်ရင်ပြင်တင်ပါလဲမင်းကလည်း40ပြိတ္တတွေကတော်များပါလား
Paris getting excited tonight as well. Day one, Jukes, and already it's starting to get a bit of energy in the building. Let's hear it.
Let's get it going, baby. Here we go. Oh, look at that. These guys are looking good here as Enigma Galaxy is going to try and do their best to stop 4-Thrives in the situation. 4-Thrives looking very, very set up. Team Flash are going to have that edge side for now. But with Tops getting knocked here, that's going to make things very difficult for them. Look at this. Enigma Galaxy inching up little by little.
ညီမကလေးက40ကိုပဲတီးရမှာဟုတ်ကဲ့စပြီးတော့ grenade စပြီးတော့ဝင်လာပြီ grenade မို့200လုံးတော့ပြီ
Here come all the names.
3 man down မဲ့3 man down 3 man 3 man အော်ပါလိုက်ရင်မတော့ဘူးလို့အဲ့တာကြီးမင်းအကောင်တော့မရမှာလို့တာကြီးတို့ရဲ့
Into safety.
တပုံတော့ပုံတော့ကျဲ3000ကျဲလို့တာကြီးတို့ကျဲအဲ့ grenade တွေမတော့ဘူးလား
It's thrown
နော်ငါလက်ခွန်းကွာ
down, like you say. The mini red zone forming, keeping it uncomfortable for 4-5.
တာကြီးတို့ grenade လေးထပ်ပြပါဦး
Pick to leave them in a risky position. Response back over. Ralph getting hit from the side.
အေးဒါပဲ
See their opportunity to try and steal
ပါ
points.
လက်ပါတော့လေကွာ
Cannot survive.
body ပြပါပြီ nice
Enigma Galaxy continue
ဒီဘက်တင်းဖလက်ပဲတာကြီးတို့ဒီဘက်တင်းဖလက်ပဲတာကြီးတို့
eliminations for them. Now you got Team Flash and Furia to deal
အာဟိုကနေမေးကြည့်မရှိတော့ဘူးအောင်ရေးဝမ်းသာစရာပဲဝမ်းသာစရာကိစ္စပါလားအောင်ရေး
Yes, sniper from
ဝမ်းသာစရာကိစ္စပါလားအေးဒီပြက်ပဲကြံတယ်ဝန်တကောင်
But I respect it.
တင်းဖလက်ပဲအောင်ရေးဒီဘက်တင်းဖလက်ပဲအောင်ရေးရပေးအော်ရောကြည်ရ UN45 ကြံနေရလားဟာ
UMP from the back hits Flash. Another one goes down. Hey, Bowles, the only cover you've got to play with
ဒီ
here.
ဘက်တင်းဖလက်ပဲလေလှုပ်လိုက်ပါတာကြီး
Enigma Galaxy's game to win. They have the circle here. Nobody is in this zone except for Furia. And you can see Chief trying to get to that rock, maybe even possibly that crate. But this is going to be a tough rotation because Team Flash are staring exactly at them. But Team Flash, what are you going to do in this spot?
ဝမ်းရရှေ့နေပါတာကြီးတို့ရေပီကာပင်ထားပြဗီဒီယိုမှာတက်ကြည့်ပါပီကာအကောင့်တွေမှာတင်ထားပေးပါတယ်
Much pressure to them.
ပီကာအကောင့်မှာဗီဒီယိုလေးတင်ထားပေးပါတယ်ရှင်းပြထားပါတယ်နော် တက်ကြည့်ကြပါ
Cut off if you want to go for an ambitious push out. It's a chief of
pmwc အကြောင်းကိုရှင်းပြထားပါတယ်
anything unless they get in his face, unless they push towards him, it's not going to happen that way. They're chaining the smokes together, taking a bit of space. If you can somehow prone up, maybe get lucky with what's inside, could be a response here, Jukes.
Let's see, Tops trying to hit those jump nades. Chief gets knocked.
Alright,
That's going to cut off that angle completely. Down goes Igor. Here we go. Team Flash versus Enigma Galaxy. Team Flash is 7. Enigma Galaxy trying to make some plays. Tops hits the lay down. Real.
is it တော့ is it ဒီဘက်ငါတို့ချစ်ခဲ့မယ်နော်တာကြီး
To stand up, sit down, keeping him
ဒီဘက်ငါတို့ချစ်ခဲ့မယ်နော်
able to top himself back up as well. The heels coming in.
Pika တင်လာတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုသွားကြည့်ကြပါလို့တားကြီးတို့ရေနောက်အားပေးလို့ရှင်တင်ဖလက်ဒီဝဲချစ်ကန်တင်ဖလက်ပဲလေတင်ဖလက်ပဲလေတူမန်အဲ့မှာတော့လေရောတော့ညာပါမှာအော်တွေ့ရောဟိုကောင်တွေ့ရောတော်ရပါအော်ကြိုက်ရကျွတ်စင်ဝူးဒါပဲအဲ့တော့ဝင်းမပါဘူးရှင်မင်းတိတာတယ်ကွာတိလားဝင်းပါတာနဲ့မင်းစောင်းရမ်းမယ်မင်းချစ်ကမ်းမယ်မင်းတော့တကောင်နဲ့ယုံမနိုင်ဘူးပေါ့ဟာဝင်းလေးကိုအပါခေါ်မခံနဲ့တာကြီးတို့ဟာလေးတိုက်နေဟာဘာလို့လေးတိုက်နေဟာအဲ့တော့အကောင်ကြီးကဘယ်ရလဲဘာလို့လေးတိုက်နေလားအကောင်ကြီးကဗီယက်နမ်အကောင်တွေလို့မထင်ဘူးနော်တာကြီးဒီကဆုတ်ပြတ်နေတာပဲဟဲ့ပီကာပင်ထားရတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုမှာတော့ကြည့်ပါထိတ်ဆုံးကဗီဒီယိုမှာရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်ဝိုင်းကြီးကဘယ်နေလဲဘာလဲဆိုတာအဲ့ဆိုနားလဲသွားပါမယ်ပီကာပင်ထားရတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုမှာတော့ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်ထိတ်ဆုံးကဗီဒီယိုပါ pmwc အကြောင်းကိုရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်ဟိုကနေကဒုတိယလူပဲရရင်ဟာဟိုဘက်ကအတော်ရှင်းပြပါလား PMC ကတော့ 3 equal to တဲ့ PMGOC final season 2 PMGOC final top 5 equal to PMGO main event okay PMGC တဲ့ PMGC က equal to okay PMGO season 1 2 plus blah 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 PMGO main blah PMWC point equal to တဲ့ top 5 from the C တဲ့ OC 10တဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်လေသူကဘာလို့အဲ့ဒါကြီးငါလည်းဟိုအိမ်မှာဘာလို့လက်ရှင်းပြရလို့ဟီကျေးဇူးပါလက်ရှင်းပြပြီလို့ဟုတ်ကဲ့အဲ့ဒါ1G ပဲတင်းရကျင်းတယ်โอเคဘယ်တကယ်အပင်မခံနေလက်ရှင်းပြနေတာကျေးဇူးပါဒီခါအဲ့ဒါတိပါတယ်လို့ဟေးပင်ထားရတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုမှာတော့ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်တာကြီးတို့ရေပင်ထားရတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုမှာတော့ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်နားမလဲဟေးဟုတ်ကဲ့သူပြောငါနားလေပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ငါတို့အစလေး intro လေးတစ်ပြန်ကြည့်လိုက်ပါအောင်ကြည့်ရလေခင်ဗျာအဲ့ကြောင်ဘာလို့ interview ရလဲဝိုင်း
I could smell it, goat team. Yeah, and I could smell it.
Insane skins, if you haven't already, I'm telling you. We saw
sorry, Dina.
Let's talk about this because it looks like we got a little bit of a situation. And X-Force rejects are going to have the numbers.
Something
with that knife, though. He's going to have to make a huge play. He tried it, but not able to make it happen.
Swinging with the blades, coming in swiftly, sprinting by.
Hey, now we
saw Deed naturally might be doing it with the
I don't think replay ပြန်ပြတာ okay
drops it
the blades get it dealt with and already
okay M16 နဲ့ဟုတ်တယ်ကောင်းနေပြီပဲ
couple players going down early here really
အဲ့ရောနားလေလာတော့မသိနားမလဲပြန်ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ် 26k ပြည့်ပါပြီ thank you ပါ follower 26k ပြည့်ပါပြီကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ် follow လုပ်ရလို့ follow လုပ်ရလို့ကျေးဇူးပါ 50k တွားပါမယ် TikTok မှာ 50k လေးတွားလိုက်ပါမယ်ဟုတ်လား follower လေး 50k လေးတွားလိုက်ပါမယ်ချက်
They've been playing the event. They're
Oh,
fired
yeah.
up for it.
Follow 50k လေးသွားလိုက်ပါမယ်ချက်
This as well, close proximity from two squads that have been on the tips of our tongues over the course of the day. We had that beautiful interview from speaking to Geeky, getting the insights.
ဒီတော့မှငါအင်ကြီးတော့ဝဲမလို့အမေအလိန်ပေးပါတဲ့
Prior chicken dinner in the last game. So if they get into a bit of a scrap early on, could be some heat on that one.
Yes, that is true. You can see Goat Team starting to move up there. You got Killer Joe trying to find some sight lines. GK playing this very, very quietly. You got Ragnarok in the front line. He doesn't want to give away his position just yet because if he does, Goat Team could definitely realize that this player's isolated. Let's full send and get that easy elimination. So yeah, Ragnarok gonna have to play this very carefully.
ဝန်ကြီးရှိရနေပါဝန်ကြီးရှိရနေပါဒါကြီးတို့ရေ
Ground floor. Tommy gun in the hands, going to get a little bit of looting on the go as well. But do they know what lies above on the upstairs floor? Ragnarok burning as the flames start to emit. Quick drop out the window, Jukes. Can he get a drop on them to reposition? Tucks in, hits the prone.
He's got to run for his life at this point. Yeah, I mean, they heard that footstep. They threw that Molotov.
YouTube live ဆိုရင်လည်းကြည့်ပေးပါအောင်ငါ YouTube live ဆိုရင်ဘာဖြစ်နေလဲအဲ့ဒါတက်နေလို့
Hopefully his teammates will be able to get some sight lines on this.
အားမလုပ်ချင်တော့
Some support fire.
နိုင်ပါခွဲပါ
It's
ရော
the Oops man with that off angle, making it so difficult to try and help Ragnarok here.
မင်းကိုအောင်မင်းဝန်ကြီးတီးရတဲ့နေရာလေးကိုကို
From Killer Joe, at least getting the fear into it. That's a response though. You speak of Foops, and this time he's been deflated early.
ကိုကသူများပိတ်ဆောက်ပြီးသူပဲပြန်ထိနေရအောင်
Yeah, just disengage. Yeah, just take off. You know, you lost a player. Take off. You know, you lost a player. Now you're at a big disadvantage. GK are gonna look to punish this though. They are on the move.
Coming in swift. That's
go yeah.
Force falls. Moxie just looking to get away and be the sole survivor. Like you said though, Jukes, this is worst case scenario.
One
player gone. It's effectively the whole squad bar solo of Moxie if he's given the benefit of survival.
But yeah, I mean survival, but for how long? I mean his whole team done and dusted just like that. It's the worst thing, right? When you see a team like Goat get a nice chicken dinner and then go into a rough game immediately after. You hate to see it, but that just goes to show, right? Just one mistake can instantly just be a domino effect.
Now you have to be there. I mean,
constant flux today as well. Things are going to be changing, right? Day one. Start to get some of the squads, and especially for a team like Goat, historically, it's felt like they played much slower on those early games. They don't like to force fights if they can avoid it till late mid-game circles. So obviously running into an uncomfortable team to start there. Could they have got that pick on Ragnarok and Bill? Maybe.
Rock and roll.
We're living in.
Yeah. Hey, great disengage from Ragnarok though, right? I mean, he got volleyed, he immediately put himself in a good position to get supported, and it was really that anchor, right? Foops, like, if he was able to get a knock there, it would have went the entire other direction. But, hey, hindsight is 2020. Aurora on the move with 30 points in second place, trying to get into that northern side. It's a tough circle, considering that it could still hard shift on over to military. But I think if you're Aurora, you definitely want to put yourself in a good position just in case.
Little cut over there to the Moxie POV behind the wheel. Just trying to keep his individual life.
PC မှာပါကြီးလေ line ကြားနေတယ် PC က
Some of the establishment of our other squads, like you say, Aurora.
YouTube live ဆိုရင်ချက်ကြည့်ပေးပါဦး
into a position to build on this one.
YouTube က Pikaonlive လို့ရှာပြီးကြပါဦး
as well. Monster truck in
အဖုံးမှာလည်းငါကြည့်လို့မရအောင်ရ
There they go. Yeah.
Yo, the
on the move here. Everybody trying to center up. You got 4 Thrives already taking that beautiful bridge position, so they're going to be the anchor beings here for this one. If that zone goes south, they'll have a great position for it. I like this. I like what I saw from Aurora there. They went to that edge of that circle, just trying to catch maybe a sneaky player on rotation, try to soak up some points. But when they didn't find anything, all right, let's go ahead and prioritize circle here.
Smart plays, the talented squads that I think a lot
of
really get into that stride that we know that high skill ceiling Jukes, so maybe they can build on this one.
Yeah, things definitely slowing down here, for sure. And it
Yeah, we're
definitely
not
should. I
bad.
mean, it was kind of tough
Yeah,
to
by
see all the
Sani.
players go out so early, but with the
Yeah, by
southern play
Sani.
path, sometimes you got some players just trying to do some
Aku nak
split
bedo
loops,
saja dengan by Sani.
and one little bad drop could definitely punish you. Still 58 remaining here, so still plenty of time. A lot of action to be had. Unfortunate for the side of GOAT. Yeah, we got X-Force Rejects losing a couple players as well. But we're still getting things going here. And you can see Alula Club right in the coastline with a super safe rotation.
Yeah, playing it close to their chest. Going to bide their time on this one, stay in a very safe area. Map feed boding well for their timeline that's yet to come. Bit of a cut over as well. We can see what the setup is here. KRX caught a whiff of the back line. Few shots.
Chắc aku nak bedo saja ni.
Yeah, RRQ just, hey, just put some shots down range. Just saying, hey, stay away. You know, we'll fight a little bit later as we get into those later stages. But this position has been taken. Next zone does pop, and it goes dead center. All right, so yeah, military definitely out of play at this point. We are going to go to that northern island. You can see Aurora down south. Going to have to make that bridge cross. And on the other bridge, we got AGAL and EK going to have to make that late rotate.
Yeah, a lot of water in play here as well. So like you say, for 4 Thrives to potentially be able to build off the back of this one on that slightly delayed rotation over the bridge could get a bit messy as this develops.
You were there, mà cô anh con này sao quên bị là đấy. Cô anh con này là pin sâu làm đi. Chắc khai giao chuyện tôi chụp quay đã. Tôi con này tôi sợ. Ấy con mà skin thế bị là quá. Lộ con tu. Không ngọ con. Anh này qua bắt sẵn tôi làm mà. Anh gì ya bị tai đồ. Cố gắng trả gì ya bị tai đồ. Ha. Ha. Cố gắng trả gì ya bị. Ha. Cố gắng trả gì ya bị.
Read from the distance. He's got an idea of the two squads that are in close proximity here. Put a bit of fear over towards Furia, but doesn't overcommit. Got the backup coming in now as well.
À bài đi.
Yeah, here they go. Just everybody just playing some pop shots over, playing a little game of keep away. And 4 Thrives are going to have, I'd say, the best position in this circle so far. Let's see where the next zone goes. And yeah, Falak just putting some shots onto those vehicles. Going to make it very difficult for a team like Thunder Talk.
Hey, miana.
I'm surprised we're seeing Thunder Talk take that little, actually just an open air. Maybe
cố gắng trả gì ya bị. À ha. Để cái lưỡi à mà là. À ha. Ấy làอย่าง GTY TGTY à giờ vậy để mà khá mà lâu. What the fuck. Nó mà pe tui na TY nó ngã la vì nó. Pe tui na TY nó ngã ngô vì nó. À nhiều nhiều. Yan sẽ làm. Pe tui na TY nó ngô vì nó. Ý bây giờ xếp mẹ thêm mà đi. À này còn nó mà lên mà còn này chín điểm con đi. Sao vậy này chín điểm con đi? Tani ai chín? Tani ai chín? Tani ai đi em nhà này rồi hả?
Visually confirmed by Aurora. They won't play their card yet, though. Trying to catch you if you do go for the wrap over. Bit of a stagger there, Duke. Start to dump the magazines off the back of it.
Dude, this just goes to show you the level these guys are playing at. Just the tiniest mistake, just punish.
Ragnarok. Cố gắng trả gì về bộ. Cố gắng trả gì về bộ chỗ sao vậy bạn? Ok. À cô ý à, file này à, hoàn toàn mà sao chỗ tí này rồi, ấy chẳng, file này bôi em mì, file này bôi em mì, tại rồi, file này bôi em mì, tại rồi.
But now, yeah, AGAL gonna hold this spot for now, and Aurora are pushing up on that bridge little by little.
Look at that awkward setup on the bridge as well with the hovercraft. Kike pull the plug on it back off towards main Sivnovka there and get a bit of looting on by the base. That is where Moxie was last spotted as well. This could be a free pick onto him there and then convert off the back of that if they're Aurora do complete their rotate over, find a little bit of
တဲလေးထားပြီးကြအောင်ဂိုးရန်ကြာစီရတော့မယ်တာကြီးတို့မကန်နီကျေးဇူးများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်မကန်နီကျေးဇူးများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်မကန်နီကျေးဇူးများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ W မကန်နီပါမကန်နီကျေးဇူးများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့အင်ကြီးရလို့ရှိရင်ပြပါမယ် Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart.
တော့ကြီးကငါ့ကိုစိတ်ဆိုပြီးတော့မဝယ်ပေးပါဘူးတဲ့ တော့ကြီးကငါ့ကိုစိတ်ဆိုပြီးမဝယ်ပေးပါဘူးတဲ့
just reach that end game. So they're hunkered down in the main coverage of these buildings, but those buildings are a little bit weak to that hillside.
တော့ကြီးကငါ့ကိုစိတ်ဆိုပြီးမဝယ်ပေးပါဘူးတဲ့
Because if you do, that's instant third-party city.
ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ရှင်လိုချင်တာရသွားတော့အခါ
Little by little, inch by inch, and then let the zone decide when this fight's going to start.
ကိုကောင်းချက်ပဲမင်း
Just don't hit the same, does it?
It does not. It does not. Two's a party, three's a crowd. And right now you're going to see...
ဟုတ်တယ်အိန္ဒိယတင်းတကယ်ဟုတ်တယ်ဗျာdrive ပိုင်းလေးတွေပြပြနေတာအမေဟုတ်တယ် drive ပိုင်းလေးမနှစ်ကောင်ဟုတ်တယ်မဟုတ်တော့ဘူးဆရာကြီးလာတော့မင်းတို့သေပြီလားမသိဘူးရော
Two knocks on the side of Ulf. They got space and limited cover with the vehicles. Scarface is nailed on point for the reply though, and it is getting a bit uncomfortable.
And Gaming Stars with the third party punishing it. I think Orangutan had to really commit to that just a little bit.
You are out of here, sure.
Enigma Galaxy on the other side. This is what I'm talking about. You try to take that fight a little too early, and you're going to get punished as Ragnarok pushing into the zone.
Dock up close as well.
ဂိုးရန်ကြာစီလေးဗျာဗာလဲဂိုးရန်ကြာစီ
Wow. How on earth has he been able to prevent damage from that? Divine intervention.
No damage.
Still slain with
Oh my
the
god.
same result.
အလုပ်လေးမစားနဲ့ဟေးပောက်ရတယ်မပြောနဲ့ဟေး
Taking away
ပောက်ရတယ်မပြောနဲ့
locking down their safe area for now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Goat lose their last representative as Moxie is out.
တဲလေးထားပေးကြပါအောင်တဲလေးပဲထားပေးပါဒီကလက်ဆောင်ပေးလို့မရဘူးဆိုတော့ရွေးစကမတက်တော့ပါဘူး
Hitting the edge of that circle there, so pretty big
မ
hardship.
စားနဲ့တော့ဟဲ့သူများတွေကိုလက်ဝင်ကြည့်မကောင်းဘူးဟဲ့ တော့မစားနဲ့တော့ ညာလက်ဝင်ကြည့်မကောင်းဘူး တဲလေးထားပေး
See how things start to play out. Those squads that are holding a great position so far. You got 4 Thrives sitting pretty. AGAL, Furia. Pretty much everybody else is gonna have to move on in as Maniac gets knocked to Alula.
Yeah, Maniac not dancing on this one. No smooth moves on the dance floor as Alula start to build off the back of it and see if there's anyone else they need to remove from the equation as they do flush through on
ဝန်ရရှိနေပါလားဝန်ရရှိနေပါ
Now we're starting
ဒီကအကောင့်မှာဗီဒီယိုလေးတင်ထားရပါတယ်ပင်ထောက်ရပါတယ်တော့ကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်
Hey, putting in some work here. 5
ထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုတော့ကြည့်ကြပါ
start things off the most in this
အဲ့မှာ pmwc ဒီပြန်ပွဲအကြောင်းရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်
Breaking up the heat, getting some points on the board, definitely needed. Claws has eyes on Satan though, and Satan hitting that U-turn real quick.
handbrake on that.
there.
The clutch, but the damage is still being done, and Yusuf was tucked into the back for so long. They forget it. To remember the name, headshot into the back. That's another one down.
Hold there.
In the blue zone, he knows he's probably going to go out here, but is able to get 2 clutch points. Especially if he gets this confirmation onto claws. And they need all the points they can get. Nice shots with that Scar. Red dot, unfortunately getting taken out there by Quick.
Lives up to the name on the response from the org as he hits.
တဲလေးထားပေးကြပါအောင်ကြဝန်ညပေါတော့ဝန်ရရှင်းနေရပါ
From the blue coming in as well.
ပြီးကပင်ဗီဒီယိုမှာတားကြည့်ကြပါထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုမှာရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်ဝန်ကြီးကဘယ်နေလဲဆိုတာ
Aurora continuing on their warpath. Docks down right now. Needs someone to play medic, but the backup is on rotation. Trying to cut their losses as well and get out of there. There's limited cover with the shed. You can tuck in at least.
ဝန်ကြီးကဘယ်နေလဲဆိုတာရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်ဟာ
Yeah, it is. Jet Boss barely made it to that shack there. Marauder was on fire. Zeol is
Use
going to
my item,
res onto Doc. So Aurora pushing
Aurora.
up military, working their way little by little. They got 5 eliminations here. This is honestly where they work on their best. With the blue zone to their back, gun skill, the only solution to push into this next circle. Oh, they just have that one vehicle. Good for them. Okay, great. So they at least saved 1. And they're going to have to use it because this zone is starting to close. 20 seconds left on the clock. Things are going to definitely heat up here in this next circle.
Start sprinkling in those spices. It was KRX just off to the left side as well, and it seems like Aurora, their eyes have lit up as they do get visual onto them. Few shots back over. See if they can equalize the situation here, Jukes, and begin to build. Alula going down as well. Zone shifting upwards, and we can see where things are going to go from here. Aurora may have to fight for survival up against KRX.
Well, let's get it. Let's see what KRX can do. They are right next to Aurora when it comes to the leaderboard. So this is a pretty good fight here. Aurora with 6 eliminations, KRX with 2 so far. Only 2 points separating the two on the leaderboards. And the blue zone is so far away from them. So this
ABG ABG Aurora
KRX getting in the vehicles. Are they going to
Jump for it. Why you don't have anything? Bro, the best material no, the best bot la. Me aro, me. Who can the comment be there?
He gets 1, but it ain't going to be enough. KRX gets the better of Aurora.
The lights have gone out for Aurora on that one as they are silenced by the attack from KRX. Even with the quick reaction.
The way I think flatly, I mean, come on,
the plays don't pay off. And KRX can keep moving.
Totally a 60
themselves suited and booted.
Oh, when you grew up, when you grew up, Chong, you grew up cut.
Towards the new zone.
You grew up cut. Like,
this is their opportunity, right, to really lock down that.
All do you, Aurora, Templar, man.
RRQ though did a great job.
AG, you grew up in the next cut. I don't want you grew up up here. Chong. Finally, Yamali, is it what? Finally. Diga, when you find a double, like. Find a double, do I do? Changing up here, Wally. Is it? Diga, find a double. Find a yawan, do I do? Same be Wally.
Yes, they are. They are still not in.
Lulu, same be Wally, find a yawan.
Entire squad of AGAL.
Let him know one, yeah.
Things are gonna get sticky here.
Let him know one, yeah, find a yawan, do I do? Same be Wally.
Oh, yeah. Always sticky business from him.
Hello, champion. Losing a sale on me, my arm. Hello, one year. Hello, 1 year. Salon with Nanny.
Up against the duo, attention being taken off them, but Flower deals with it instantly.
Champion losing a sale, muy malo ya, hello, 1 year.
Here for these teams, this is a lot of open field, very little coverage here to work with.
Champion.
So many teams out in stage.
Hello, 1 year. Fira ya, yamiani.
This level, we'll see a whole lobby with Flower Age. Oh, Biddy spinning out, and he's taking out the vehicle. Now it's
Hoy na mo la ko je okay ba. Ba ne auto ta de. Yo ko thang ya lai na chi. Lu ya nga thang ngoi. Lu ya bo yi le hou la. Phải nè auto မတက်ပါဘူးဒါလိုက်ရေ။ Final မှာစောင့်နေတဲ့အတင်းဆိုတာမရှိပါဘူး။ဘောလုံးကဆော့ရမှာပါ။ Template တင်ဟို40ဒီဘက်တဲ့ဆိုင်သွားတာမင်းခွေးကားနဲ့တော်ဟုတ်ပါမင်း။မင်း AG ကကြောင်ပြောက်သွားမင်းတော်ကောင်းတယ်ဒီဘက်တဲ့ဆိုင်သွား။ဒီဘက်တဲ့လောက်သွားတော်လှ။တွေ့လား။ Nice.
Play from 4 Thrives.
ဝိုင်းနေနိုင်ဟော့ပေါ့ဟာ
You know what? We need to take this hill. Let's take this fight.
ဟော့ပေါ့မှာအဲ့လို share plan နဲ့ဟော့ပေါ့တူ
5 eliminations for them. They move up to 3rd place.
စီးပူပါပါလားကျွေးမှာဟာ
So much pressure. They know if we're going to take him out, this is the time to do so.
The detonation from the hovercraft as well, leaving IQ low, but he can top himself back up. The 4 Thrives certainly living up to the name, Jukes. They've been thriving in the.
Enjoyed that Uzumaki event.
ကဲ game number 5ဒီတော့မှပွဲစဉ်လင်းစတင်ပါပြီတကယ်ကိုမြန်ဆန်တာပါရအောင်ရေးဇက်တိုက်ကိုဆော့တာဟေးကြိုက်တယ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးကိုကြိုက်တာ game number 3မှာတော့မနာဘူးရအောင်ရေးငါစိတ်နားမယ်ထင်တာမနာဘူးဇက်တိုက်ပဲဇက်တိုက်တီးကောင်းတယ် မြန်ဆန်ဆန်ပဲတည့်ရတယ်အောင်မင်းအဲ့လို A ရော B ရောဆော့ရင်တော်ကောင်းမှာဟုတ်လားစတိုက်လေ A ရော B ရောမင်း A ပြီးရင် B ဆော့မှာမင်းအဲ့လိုပဲအဲ့လေဆိုတော်ကောင်းအောင်ပါကဲအမြင့်ဆုံးကတော့မင်းချစ်ကန်မရတဲ့ဒုတိယလူလေးမြန်မာကလစီပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ် NGH အမှတ်40 KRH 39မှတ်အော်ရော36တင်းဖလက်နေတဲ့ဒီပွဲခဏပွဲမှာချစ်ကန်ရတာတပွဲပဲ34မှတ်40 34မှတ်ဟဲ့ငါမှန်းထားတဲ့အတင်းတွေကြီးပဲရောအမဟုတ်ဘူးကငါမှန်းတာနေမှာကလစီမပါဘူး AG ကြံနေတယ် AG တက်လိုက်မလားအပေါ်လေးကိုအနည်းဆုံး3တင်းတော့မှန်မလားမသိရော4တင်းတော့မှန်နေတယ်လေ AG လေးတက်လိုက်မလားအပေါ်လေးကို AG လိုလေးတယ်ပြီးရင်ဘယ်လိုလိုလေးอ่ะရောငါဘရာဇီးမယူတော့ရောငါအိုပါတွေပဲယူလိုက်မယ်ရောအိုပါတွေပဲငါယူလိုက်မယ်ရောနော်ဟောလဲလိုက်လို့ရလားလဲကြည့်လိုက်မလား4တင်းတော့တက်မယ်ကွာငါမှန်းတာလှုပ်ဟဲ့မြန်မာကလစီကတော့မင်းမနေ့ကညဖေးမက်ကောင်နေဒီကောင်တွေကနှစ်ပွဲဒီကောင်တွေမင်းဒုတိယလူဖြစ်သွားတာမိုက်ပါဟုတ်တယ်အိုပါမိုက်တယ်ဟိုဘက်ချမ်းမှာငါအိုပါပဲရွေးရတယ်အိုပါတွေကကျန်းတယ်ကွာအိုပါတွေကရဲတယ်ရောနေ highlight ကြည့်လို့ရှင်တိတာအဲ့လိုကိုကို confidence ဆိုးဟိုင်းတယ်လွန်နေတာဒီကောင်တွေက4ယောက်1ယောက်လဲဝင်တီးတာပဲရောတကယ်ပြောတာဘက်ကမဆောက်ဘူးဟုတ်ရဲ့ဟုတ်အဲ့ဒါကြရင် okay ဒီကိုရအဲ့ဟုတ်ပြီ okay ပါအညမပါပါဘူးဟိုရ4ယောက်1ယောက်လဲမင်းတီးတာရောင်တီးချက်ပဲရောင်ဟာဘလို့ကြီးလဲရောကားရရော
It's like you say, life-changing money in reality that's on the line there, but it's not only the cheddar, you got the bread on either side. That's a sandwich prize pool.
Oof. And we are in Paris. They got phenomenal bread here.
Hey, but get that up right now, boy.
Let's go. Let's go.
ကဲအသေးလေးထားပေးကြပါဦး follow လေးမလောက်တယ်လောက်ပေးကြပါဦးချက် follower လေးနောက်ထပ် 27k ကိုသွားကြပါမယ်နောက်ထပ် 1k လောက်ချက်နောက်ထပ် 1k လောက် 27k လေးကိုသွားကြပါမယ်အခု 26k ပါကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ် follow လုပ်ပေးတဲ့လူတွေဒီက 50k သွားပါမယ်တာကြီးတို့
For the pedal to the metal, starts to get a bit of movement on the go. The fan favourite right now here in Paris as well, and a team that's so dominant, it's easy to understand. Four Fribes looking absolutely delicious out there today, Jigs. It's been big plays from the roster, and of course, the one man in Falak that's been really flying the organization's banner high.
Yeah, he's making it happen here, man. Hey, big shout
out.
They end up winning PMGO Season 1, something that honestly, a lot of people didn't predict. Their fans went wild, brought home a global trophy on the side of Pakistan, but now we're going to see X-Force Rejects getting into a battle with Geekay, and this is a loss they just can't afford.
Well, our opening elim of the game then go in the way of Ragnarok as he slams down early. တဲလေးတယောက်နေရာ3-500နည်းနည်းလေးကနေလို့အများနဲ့လောက်လိုက်ရင်တော့သူများသွားလိမ့်မယ်အဲ့လိုတယောက်လည်းထိုင်ထောက်နေလက်ညောင်းရဘိုက်စာနေပေါ့ရဘိုက်စာနေလက်ရပီကာ48 hour တော့ live လင်းရင်းဖွင့်ထားတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးတင်ပါမယ်လက်မြင်ကြနော်ငိုရတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးတင်ပါမယ်လက်မြင်ကြ
and find their little place in this zone.
ဒီကရင်ဖွင့်လာတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးတင်ပါပဲမင်းမြင်ကြ
You think we're going to be heading to that water after all?
I wouldn't mind.
Let's do it.
You know what? Play devil's advocate, bro. Let's do it. Let's make this as awkward as humanly possible, Jukes. Let's go.
I want to see some swimming action here.
We'll see if it happens once again. On your point as well, though, man, it's uncomfortable. Squad like Reject, right? We're talking about squads at the bottom of our overall standing right now. They're down there. They're literally trying to keep their heads above water in a sea of points that are being accumulated by the other squads above them. And losing one player, sure, as much as sometimes you can manage the situation early doors like this when you've had a rough run today, That's the difference of you just bottoming out again, having that extra layer, the upset, the sadness mounting on you, Dukes. It gets a bit uncomfortable, bro.
That's for sure.
မယုံမြင်
And it's pretty crazy because, yeah, the level of competition here is ridiculous. I'm telling you guys, right before we came up here to start casting these matches, I walked by a lot of these players and I saw their coaches and pretty heavy conversations. Let's put it that way. You know,
That's how you
it
are
didn't seem
being
very much
there,
like, oh, you know, good job, it's okay. No, it was pretty much just like, what are you doing, right? How are we gonna? We cannot afford these mistakes. So the pressure is definitely on here. But we're seeing some great adjustments from some squads, right? Enigma Galaxy lost that game 3 by just so dang close, but end up having a good bounce back couple of matches, and now they're on top of the leaderboards. But you can't let off the gas pedal just yet. Let's see where that next zone's gonna go, baby. Are we gonna win the water? No! It goes right back to the mainland. It's gonna be a La Bendita finish. So all these teams on the south side, that's gonna be 4th Rise. Gonna have to start making their way on up.
Yeah, ignore the coast, get back to the mainland, and set your focus on what's yet to come. And like you touched on there, bro, so many small margins that have defined some of our games today. Ammunition economy being a big one there. Big change up from them, though. We heard from the man himself about the setup with the call with the late nades. Like 12 nades back to back.
Crazy.
That was horrific to be under. You go from thinking, yeah, we can kind of slow this one down, snake it out a little bit. Boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom. That pressure applying. Honestly, if you're going to take out 4th Rise, that's the way to do it, right? Utilize that util as much as you possibly can. Enigma Galaxy, we're not wasting any of it right there. And, you know, speaking of, like, resources, that's the one thing that you really got to make sure I'm pointing out when it comes to Miramar. This is the resource management map. You want to make sure you got plenty of that 5.5, plenty of health kits here, and a nice, fresh vehicle. Because that is going to be the way to win this one. And this is a very typical game now. It's still stage number 2, only 1 player down so far. So this end zone is going to get hectic.
Everyone lining up to climb over each other.
Oh!
We say it's quiet.
Finally,
there's a bit of noise. Flash once again playing their card. That's a tag onto Reefus. Instantly get him dropped down on his legs there. Win looking for more over top angle. Good spam.
Nó bien mau à, Mikao, nó bien mau à.
Into a frag on the getaway.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna push this at all. Yeah, you just gotta let Aurora find their way in.
Có tiêu rồi phải.
Nice little pick off there.
Cú bay nó rồi chả mà đây.
Do something with 3 players up now. Reefus getting taken out.
Cú bay nó rồi chả mà.
So now we're starting to see teams really start flexing.
ကဲဒီနေ့တော့နောက်ဆုံးတစ်ပွဲပဲကြာမှာတကယ်ကိုမြန်ဆန်တဲ့ပွဲလေးပါသားကြီးတို့တကယ်ကိုမြန်ဆန်လေးပဲကျင်းပနေတာပါ
It's going to be a Aurora game. You saw that sign on that building.
player တွေတော့နားကျင်တော့မင်းခဏပဲရတယ်ရောကောင်းတယ်အဲ့ဒါကြီးအဲ့ဒီနေ့ပွဲစားနေနောက်ကျတော့9နိုင်ခွဲတော့
Yeah, normally blue skies are a nice sight, mate. Not here.
Yeah, not that one. No.
That's going to be painful.
ဆောက်ကလေးအရင်ကောင်း
Feeling a bit uncomfortable, like some of the squads that have had a bit of a rough day today. But we'll focus on the better side of life and see if anyone can build off of this.
Yeah, wait.
မတူမေပဲ
Feeling Fury are going to do
ဒီမှာလာပဲတော့မဆွဲပါနဲ့
on that
please
western side of the map, right there underneath that La Bendita side.
အေးဆွဲတင်ဆွဲရမှာပဲ
The zone ends up going in their direction.
ဆွဲတင်ဆွဲရမယ်ဆိုဟိုကပဲဆွဲတာပါမေးလေးလိုက်အောင်
They're going to
လုံ
approach
ယူလေ
this next circle. As we still got a lot of squads. Aurora being one of them. AGAL. Even 4th Rise are going to have to creep their way into this next zone. Going to have to do it pretty carefully. When you get a northern shift like that northern side is usually wide open. So I'm expecting to see some teams kind of hug that circle and trying to find their way up to the top.
ဒီရမဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ငါအင်္ဂလိပ်တာလုပ်လို့မရအောင်ငါကောင်းပြောတာငါမိရမဆိုငါကြောင်ပြောက်အခုငါတော့မင်းဘယ်သွားလို့သွားမှမသိဘူးငါလက်ဖာ
Lord repositioning in the buggy.
ကောင်းချက်ပဲအောင်ကြီး
Shot straight on target.
ငါအင်္ဂလိပ်တာလုပ်ရင်ငါကြောင်ပြောက်အောင်မင်း
Instant engage off the opening
Ủa, tiền của mình chi nè? Tôi bị lại vào đó mà Aurora lại rồi. Rồi tôi đi theo rồi.
Flash being being true to their name, they're not wasting no time.
Oh, win မှာပြစ်ချသွားတာအဲ့ကောင်ကြီး
And now Win
တော့ပြန်တော့တော့ပါ
Bo's going to be able to try to find an angle to get him rest. But
ဟိုခဏတော့ပါသွားတာမဟုတ်ဘူးကွာ
Head are now down as gaming
Star
stars
ပြတ်
are
သွား
putting in that work. Both these teams just kind of driving around trying to find safety anywhere they can get it.
ဒီဖလာဝင်းလေးကိုပြန်ကန်လိုက်မလားအော်ကားပတ်မော်နေရှောရပါတယ်လို့
Hits that, snipes one down, and Aurora.
ကဲ Aura နေနဲ့ first one ရောက်ပါကဲတမတ်မတော့မရပါဘူးကဲဒီဘက်ချမှာ40ပါထပ်လာပြီအော်ရောရေးတင်းနေရတော့များပါလားတာကြီးတို့
Gotta pick that up here as Malak now with the shotgun. Trying to get the knock here. Tops is in big trouble.
အိုးခေါင်းလိုက်တာမတ်ကြီးရ
That support.
ဒါပေမဲ့တော့တရားပြန်တော့ပါ
Gets his revenge as well and the
ပါလောက်တော့ပြလိုက်တာကောင်းသွားပြီ
is in a safe position for now. T24 going to throw out those smokes and try to pick up.
မီနီနဲ့ထောက်ပြီးတော့ဟိုဘက်ဘောကောင်ကောင်းလိုက်အော်မင်းငါလို့ gangster လည်းခွေးတောင်းသားတွေရတယ် Ah, yeah.
That one with the quick shots back over to buy time for them to reset off the engagement. Similar scenario.
gangster ကောင်လည်းဖင်ရနေတာမင်းနွားတွေက
Get him recovered and live to fight on from it. All kicked off an awkward engagement, really, right?
Yeah, just like that. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. It's just like any little slight mistake, it's going to get punished. And now Aurora's gone. Team
ပြန်ဖလာပါထပ်ပြောက်တယ်ပျော်စရာကြီးပါလားစကုတ်လေးပိုင်ကွာတော့တယ်ကွာအဲ့ဒီဟာကြီးอ่ะ
That's it. Second
ပုတ်လို့ရှိရင်တော့တယ်ကွာ
out. Huge
တော့ရင်
opportunity.
မို့လို့ရေး
Especially for a team like Fourth Rise to put themselves back at the top of the leaderboard.
Eh,
See
why
if
don't
they
you
can
ain't
do it,
in it?
though.
Wow.
As X-Force rejects. That's a team that definitely needs some points. Shiva's got that mini. And hopefully try to use it to steal away some eliminations. As we head into our next circle, it's going to go on up to the north.
Go
Shifting on through, Goat team potentially going to be showing us something to work with as well as this action's been building. And that mini 14 might make a play a little bit later as well, bro. Make that look like a major 14 from the lineup and start to snipe down onto him. Had a read from the angle, but doesn't play his card. And you can see everyone starting to usher their way forward as well. OG trying to catch whiff of the drive-by reverb from Reject on the move.
ကားတန်ကြားတဲ့နေရာလိုက်နေတာရော OG ရောက်ကောင်နေမေးပြီးရော
Scanning the periphery right now.
Take your
OG
time.
ရောက်ကောင်နေဖင်မငြိမ်ဘူးရော
Try to catch some of these players out. Devils
ကြိုက်စရာ
wide
ကောင်
open here. That vehicle is smoking. It's on fire now. One more shot's gonna do it. Devil surviving. Barely there as that vehicle just exploded. But he should be able to run and get to safety inside that
အဲ
shadow.
ဒီကမပြရအောင်ရော
His teammate.
ဒီကလည်းမသိဘူးရောညီမလိုကြီးပြေးနေ
Good old
ဟေးဒီမှာပြေးနေတယ်ဟေးပြစ်ကြပါဦးဘာလို့လဲရောဒီနေ့ကြည့်ရတာနည်းနည်းတော့ပြင်းဖို့တော့ကောင်းနေတယ်အတင်းနေရ
Able to
စီးရောတည်ရဒါပေမဲ့
get himself
အဲ့လောက်ကြီးကြ
with his teammate.
တမျိုးရောပြင်းနေ
on that one.
Yeah.
She look
barely
well.
able to make it out there.
ဟောငါအော်လို့မကောင်း
Just a little bit longer here.
အရင်ပြင်းဖို့ကောင်း
We're going to see Enigma Galaxy here. All right, there we go. They're going to be holding this ridge line for now.
ဘယ်တဲ့ရ
PK
နည်းနည်းပေါ့
trying to catch AGAL on the top of this hillside. Nice nades, applying some more shots there. Ooh, nice turn from Easy, but not able to get the flush. Shots ringing out back and forth. Players
Yeah,
all
but yeah.
over the place getting knocked here.
AG တဲ့တရားပဲကြမယ်
Play here on Flower
အေဂျာနှစ်ယောက်ကြံနေတယ်
It's got to be huge from him. Looked like Bad Boy had the read with a quick flick, but wasn't fast enough to make him sit down. Ragnarok, 2 squads to deal with. Knows his teammates' days are numbered. Got to cut his losses on saving them, but look to at least build and survive himself. Tucks further back. Limited cover to play with. Flower H flushing out back onto Bad Boy as well. The DRX opt to just cut their losses. They're not going to overcommit to it. They had a look in, but they play for a better setup rather than forcing the issue. Ragnarok might be able to get one save in here. At least a duo, Jukes.
Man, he definitely took his time here. I would have liked to see him kind of just make that push and just try to make a play, but instead he waited, sacrificed one of his teammates, gets the res, and now they're on the move. But for how long, right? This next
ဝိုး flower အေးရောက်ရေးလုံးဝ
Yeah, it was like a few
ဒီ
seconds.
ဝါတွေ့ရတယ် pre-granite လေးပဲရောက်ရေးအော်မင်းအဲ့ဒါရပိန်းတာရောက်ရေးမင်းအဲ့ဒါရပိန်းတာတာကြီးရ
That happened again.
အဲ့ရပိန်းတာကွာ
It's unlucky. It's unlucky.
It is what it is.
ကဲ AG နဲ့အာလီဖော်ကေ လုံးဝတော့ဆက်ရဝင်လာပြီ AG AG
Losses run off as a solo.
Let's
Conversion
go,
rate
AG.
not great, right? So
Let's
he
go.
at least attempts to reset.
我တို့ဝိုင်းကြီးကမင်း final တက်ဖို့လိုရတော့မင်းအောက်ဆင်းတော့မင်း spiral state မှာဆိုရင်မင်းအတင်းကြီးကြာသွားရင်တော့မင်းအောက်မှာငိုရမှာတော့မင်းအောက်မှာငိုရမယ့်အကွက်တွေနော်
They're big chilling right now, just playing it nice and quiet.
အောက်မှာငိုရမယ့်အကွက်တွေနော်ဂိုးရန်ဂျာစီလေးသွားမှာလိုက်အောင်မင်းချက်
You gotta have that aggression.
ဂိုးရန်ဂျာစီလေးသွားမှာလိုက်အောင်မင်း
Right? The second you know when it's time to get going, boom, the whole four on the move immediately. And let's see if they're going to do that now as this next zone is about to pop. Where are we going? We're going down center. We're going down south. Hey, dead center right here. So yeah, 4 Thrives are going to have a great strategy here. You know what that is? Do nothing, dude. Just stay right there for now.
Just sitting pretty.
Yep.
And they've been making it look good. It's been pretty beautiful the way it's gone so far. TT in the background as well, not looking great there. Unideal rotation, mate. Yeah, it's been a bit uncomfortable, really, Jukes.
Super unfortunate. Yeah, they're down a player, but they're in 15th place, 13 points. That ain't going to cut it. And honestly, like, yeah, a lot of teams at a certain point, they're just like, hey, let's just make it to the survival stage. But that just pushes your tournament life only 2 more days. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that survival stage is going to be rough. So with so many games left, hey, start making something happen. Try to sneak one of those top 5 positions because that's going to guarantee.
မလွယ်ရဘူးရောင်အဲ့လိုတခါမွေဘူးရောင်ဝိုင်းကြီးကပေးရအစ်စ်လားတူလားမသိဘူးစောက်ပြဿနာ
The tagline says nothing is
Sao biết
granted
tận hả?
for Falak though. That's an instant connection over. Moxie revealing
Nó
his
rồi,
card
tâm
as
ý
well
rồi.
from Goat Team there. Finally a little bit of
Có
excitement
sao
from
mà thuê
Goat
đi
Team.
rồi,
Quiet
đi
game
bên nào.
from them. They might be tested as the compound crash comes in swiftly. Thundertalk's getting silent, hitting them with a shush as Foopsman delivers again. Swiftly.
Shiny တို့ကမသွားသေးဘူးလားပြင်းတယ်
Switches to the secondary and makes
ဒါ Shiny တို့ကပြင်းတယ်မသွားသေးဘူးလား
play as well, Jukes, as Thundertalk are out again.
Yeah, kind of a crazy push there. Just getting.
ပြပြင်းတယ်မသွားကြတော့ဘူးလား
But Goat said, hey, we'll take those all day long. We need all the eliminations that we can get. Now we're going to see Force just trying to apply a little bit of pressure there onto AGAL. RRQ near the broken plane are now outside of this circle. Yeah, they're getting picked off little by Fudia.
ပြင်းတယ်ဘယ်သူမှမသွားကြတော့လား Shiny လည်းမသွားတော့ဘူးလားဟာ
So many free bits of information being
between
these teams that are scrapping right now.
ချိပါတို့ APN တို့ ကစ်တို့ဗမာတို့စုတာတို့ဝဲမသွားကြဘူးလားဟာပိုင်နေမှသွားမှာဘလို့ကြီးလေဟေးလို့မကျွန်တော်မသွားကြဘူးလားဟာရသွားလိုက်ပါ
Looking to get in the action. But Fudia, they need all these eliminations.
Nah, look.
Silence, he's got that DBS. He's waiting
sao
for
biết
that
được
push up. Trying to avoid some of these nades, so he might catch this player off guard.
အေးလို့ငါပဲသွားလိုက်တော့မယ်သူတို့မသွားရင်ငါပဲသွားခြင်းတယ်ငါလောက်ခွမ်းမယ်
RQ now getting shot on the other side of Nigma Galaxy. Nigma Galaxy said, we'll take these points all day long. As now, they're going to be on the third party here. Ayala trying to slow him down. Oh, the
ဟိုကာကြီးခံသွားတာစိုးဆက်ပဲအောင်ရေးကာကြီးခံသွားတာစိုးဆက်ပဲရေး
getting it done. Now it's up to Satan here. Throwing out the mollies. They don't connect. Oh, what a stiff arm on the side of Fudia.
Oh, try as he might to withstand and keep on fighting. Finally buckles on that one. We came into this saying it looks like it's more defined now with some of our top squads, but one by one, they've been removed from the equation.
တော့ငါရငါလုံးတို့ဖြစ်နေတော့ကွာ
Up as well with the push from Aulula as they take space off them, Jukes.
There we go. Aulula need to start making something happen here.
Oh,
and they
Brazil
do.
didn't tell
But
us.
it is going to be
မလို့ game တတာပေါ်နေငါဆောင်ပေါက်လာပြီနော်
eliminations. Aulula really
game is တာခွေးတောင်တာ
so far. And they are all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. So
ကျွန်တော်တို့ဖေးမနိုင်နေတယ်လို့သူများကောင်းနေပြီ
put
ကို
that aggression on. You got to do it just a little
က
bit.
နာတဲ့တင်းဖလတ်နဲ့မင်းအော်ရောဖေးနိုင်ကွာခွေးတောင်တာ
Now, as much as it's been quiet from their POV,
yes တရားအနေနဲ့ဒီပွဲမှာ၄កောင်ရပါပြီမပြောတော့ဘူးမင်းတို့ပြောက်ရမှာလေဟယ်လိုမင်းတို့ပြောက်ရမှာနော်ဒါဟီတီတီကတေးသွားပြန်ပြီကွာလီးပဲကတော့အပြင်းနေတာလေလို့အိမ်မပြန်ပါနဲ့ဟုတ်လို့တီတီရဲ့စောက်ပြတနာပဲအပွဲတော့ချိန်ကန်စားလိုက်ပါဦးနှစ်ရတယ်ဆိုရတာ risk များရောတကယ်တော့နှစ်ရတယ်ရရင်ကြောက်ဖို့ကောင်း
Yeah, and they're thinking about those leaderboards.
နှစ်ရတယ် top 5ရမင်း day 1မှာကတည်းကတော်တော်ကောင်းနေမှာ
Putting some points on the board here is
အခု
critical.
တော့အမှတ်တိတ်တော့မကောင်း
Especially when
ဘူး
you got 4 Thrives still in the mix here with all 4 up. But yeah, look at that. Fourth drive.
Hey, my Jane, yeah.
Getting a knock onto Aaron with that nade.
Mà lùi bây giờ ý chí
Definitely
còn
wanna go
nha
take a
mình.
look at that one there. As the zone is starting to close. Ooh, bounce nade just a little bit too short.
Thì tôi gì nào, lùi tôi mà tôi giờ bây giờ thì
So very fortunate for
mình,
them. But
lùi
they
lệ,
now know exactly where they're at.
nhưng mà số mình偏thom như tôi mà rồi.
Keeping them guessing at least with the moves.
Hiện nay玩gì bây giờ chiều mà đấy. Hiện tại mà tôi vào thì giờ ai làm gì?
The fight breaks out from the squads in front with OG and fourth thrives. You could attempt to move up on it. Limited utility though it seems between the players right now. One nade in the hands for Scarface. Smoke going to go up so they can close the gap somewhat.
Cũng not great that bắt vào gì à vậy?
Shots on Scarface, taking a decent amount of damage off it. And he get that one on target. It's Acop up top. Smooth shots over. Low on health here, Jukes. Meanwhile, T24 and Four Fribes as a roster actually shutting down gaming stars that were encroaching in. It's all starting to bubble up, Jukes.
Hey, Four Thrives, hey, you know it's time to pop up and get in the mix here. They're going to get into the action. As Orangutan, you're going to need to hit these nades, and they do get one. Let's see what WizGod could do.
Oh yeah, lâu nữa anh em không được.
Oh, never mind, jumps out the door. Oh, but just a little bit too late to turn around. And now Ulfer on
Oh yeah, lâu này rồi lại rồi.
Trying to soak up as many eliminations as they can. Meanwhile, Four Thrives.
Oh dia lại rồi.
Just looking like a lion in the jungle, ready to strike.
Clawing through the competition with ease once again. Falak comes.
Oh thì play đây là draw số này là tại rồi.
As he starts to slap his way through the competition here. Rotate back over, set their attention.
Tại sao cho mẹ em còn nhận nhé ra luôn nó tay, nó quay xíu nó tay. Mấy cái quen mấy tham mai nó mấy gì nó tay.
Top floor control there with the DBS watching the runner, but it's the nade they didn't expect.
Mình phải cầu. À, rồi. Ấy còn thằng thao biểu mình phó thì à, phải phê là nó khai xíu à nó. Con này mấy con này, tao mấy nên nhà này tại mình nên show. Phá lâu biang cái này rồi, phá quá vì.
Trapped in position and panicking as his offer goes absolutely ballistic on the cleanup. Shuts down.
Yo rồi kia fan đi ra ba đấy. Anh gọi dán tàu đi ra, mày nó. Tí bê là. Tay, OG rồi tí bê là. Ê tí bê là mà UA và tí vào mà. UA tí vào mày. Shit mà quá nha lẽ lâu gì chào. Bắt đầu tí chào mà thấy mày này pin tụi nhau về chào về tí nữa ba. Có điểm hậu tí vào. Nó khai xí vào bây giờ đã là tí nó có cho nên nó còn bao nhiêu rồi vậy nó sự quay ẩu mà. Bắt lâu cái này là mày tí không mà mày ấy quay à. Nó khai xí vào vì nó mày đâu xong mà. Cái à lưu trên nào đây rồi. Lo thì mình lưu.
Do not play this passively, Alula. You gotta get as many eliminations and win this game here and now.
Gotta trust in the source, Jigs. They're bringing it.
Ông ngồi nên nhà rồi. Xin gì nó gì win à rồi à, lo cháu gì. Tôi thao vì con cho của nó.
Goodbye, good night. Acop the only one left in the rear. And that's the Foops man and Goat team starting to build on this one as well. You've got to be scared of the Goats, Jukes. They bite.
Making it happen for.
Cố vậy với sức còn này à.
Shot on the leaderboards there.
Cố vậy cú còn nè. Cố vậy à.
And eliminated. We got 4 teams remaining here. Four Thrives, KRX, Goat, and Alula. Let's see what Four Thrives
Alula
duo. IQ, man, that buggy is
in
trouble. So right now, just hugging the circle, driving around, trying to get a little bit more intel, figure out what is going to be the plan here. Running into that tree definitely wasn't a part of the plan, I'll tell you that right now. But he does get away with it. Nades are starting to ring on out. He knows exactly where Goat is. Yeah, he's got to have to move to safety here because they're going to start shooting that buggy if he ain't careful.
This is vintage Goat with how they're playing it. The 2-2 set up early with Moxie and Force advancing, but they switch it up. Call for the rotate. Killer Joe takes the fight straight to T24. And
có bảo đây có đi quay lễ ban kia đây có đi rồi đi quay check camera làm gì rồi.
Site dialed in back over to where KRX are set up. 11 elims already, Jukes.
they're looking good. You know, Goat wants this win. They want to put themselves in the top.
ဝဲနိုင်ဝင်ဂိုးကတော့တန်သွားပြီဂိုးကတက်ဖို့ကများသွားပြီအောင်ငါလောက်ခွန်း
They were sitting what in 4th place a little earlier, so they're looking pretty.
အဲ့ရချောပြီကားလည်းမရှိအားမရှိ
There's nothing but open field right in
3 နေမှကျန်
Aula, I would like to see them get a little
Aula.
bit more aggressive here. You have the numbers, right? Start spreading your wings a little bit. Don't allow Goat to catch you on the back foot.
A brief moment, a respite falling across the battleground. Trusting Foops for the push-up. Trying to get a read on it. No easy angle for Alula to peek back over onto him as well. Fear of the backline tag. Force good for the lineup. Few bullets on target, Jukes, just damage.
Hey, you guys know all about Coops, but what do you know about Foops, man? I'll tell you what. That's a man right there. Let's see what he can do. 477. Trying to catch some hit markers all the way from downtown. And this is what I'm talking about. Aula have been playing it very passive here. That's letting Goat spread their wings little by little here. Maybe press down.
哎呀 KIA 又得嚟
KRX, yeah, just stuck wide in the open. All eyes are on them. Super tough. Goat just punishing him.
ဟုတ်တယ်ရိုင်း
Alula trying to steal the points from the downs that are coming over from Goat Team onto KRX and at least get something extra from this one.
ဟုတ်တယ်ဂိုးဟာဒီဝဲလုံးချက်ပဲရအောင်ကြီး73ကောင်းနဲ့
On a duel like this, good reset from Killer Joe as well. If Hooksy peaks, it's day.
ဟုတ်တယ်ရအောင်ကြီးကီလာဟုတ်တယ်ဟာကီလာဒီဝဲချက်ကောင်းနဲ့6ကောင်းဗလားစကားရမမပြီးတော့ဒီမှာ4ကောင်းရအောင်မရအောင်ကြီး Oh, ne. Die. Easy. Oh, hold it up. Oh, there. The way get thingy, I just saying. The way I just saying, yeah. I say, okay, well. You want to die? Đó cho này vì nó to rồi. Giờ tí đi mà cô chiếc ăn nó quê bà đấy rồi. Chiếc ăn nó quê bà là đây rồi. Giờ con thì là vậy. Rồi đi quê giờ kiếm qua giờ tôi nhớ rồi thì còn mình tao à vì anh có à mình tao à đâu vì quá. Tao à đâu vì quá. Là mấy đấy, bây giờ tên nhà nên rồi nhá. Chiếc ăn nó quê là tôi yêu mình. Ni sai chọn à mình. Nếu mà đây là bây giờ mình chỉ dùng ít khi là sao dùng. Giờ mình thấy nói đây này ta này đi đây mà cố mình thấy đâu à lúc nó còn giờ anh này quê tới chút quê giờ chơi gì vào thả này một quê mà phó tí mà bao rồi mình cố vậy mà chơi gì vào thả là khoa đi hàng này nó nào vậy? Nếu mà bữa gì vậy? Nếu mà tay bây giờ này được ạ. Bây giờ bác cái玩家sai. Này bây giờ mà này tagru này bây giờ mà đại rồi. Nó bữa đi rồi có mà này mi. Có vào tao sao bây giờ này blue kili yao mà ngài làm gì lại? Bây giờ mà có vào yao. Có vào thì mà 3 cái này. Tagru này à. Bây giờ mà có vào kia yao.
Take those all day long. We need all the eliminations that we can get. Now we're going to see Force just trying to apply a little bit of pressure there onto AGAL.
About the Pika con mà. Bắt mà dùng video ta chỉ bên thao à vậy. Em mà xin bia à? Pika xin bia em mà ta chỉ ra à? Bắt mà dùng video ta chỉ lại. Em mà bản thân đến tâm lại bà nhà cùng biểu lại. Đấy li bà biểu à?
Between these teams that are scrapping right now, they're looking for the lineup with the nades down onto Raouf. It's good sideline angle, stereo chucks from those nades. Angle exposed, good.
Mình đi về nhà này. Đây video đi nói thằng này.
Here we go. Things starting to heat up here as you got Coops now on the move. looking to get in the action. But Beauty,
ဒီကရှင်းပြတာပါလေအဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးနားထောင်လိုက်ပါ
waiting for that push up. Trying to
ကိုကဘယ်မှာကြေးရအောင်
so he might catch his player off guard. He does. Nice little pre-shot, but gets turned on. And RQ now getting shot on the other side of Nigma Galaxy. Nigma Galaxy said, we'll take these points all day long. As now they're going to be on the third party here. Ayala trying to slow him down. Oh, the run over not going to happen. As Ayala switching to the mini, getting it done. Now it's up to Satan here, throwing out the
ဒီဘက်ပဲတည်းကြည့်
balls.
နေ
They
တော့
don't connect.
ကိုကဘယ်လိုကြည့်ရအောင်
A stiff arm on the side of Beauty.
Oh, try as he might to withstand and keep on fighting. Finally buckles on that one. We came into this saying it looks like it's more defined now with some of our top squads, but one by one, they've been removed from the equation. Furia getting lit up as well with the push from Alula as they take space off them, Jukes.
There we go. Alula need to start making something happen here, and they do, but it is going to be Gaming Star stealing away some of those eliminations. Alula really needed every single one of them. They only get one so far, and they are all the way at the bottom of the leaderboard. So Alula, you cannot hesitate. We talk about that light switch, right? Flip that aggression on. You got to do it just a little bit faster.
ပွဲဘယ်သူမှမတကယ်မသွားကြတာ
It's been quiet from their POV with Ulf. You've seen them starting to show up in those shots from distance. They've been pretty good with some of the connections they've had off the DMRs to steal away points in amongst the commotion from other squads. We get their full POV there as they start to advance, get a bit of a read on things. KRX, they've been playing more of a quiet, passive rotate. They've had a lot of opportunities where they could have fought Jukes, but they've been thinking about the end game.
Yeah, and they're thinking about those leaderboards right now, right? You got Nigma Galaxy out, you got Team Flash out. Putting some points on the board here is critical, especially when you got 4 Thrives still in the mix here with all 4 up. But yeah, look at that. 4 Thrives, Fallock getting a knock onto Aaron with that nade. Definitely want to go take a look at that one there, as the zone is starting to close. Ooh, bounce nade just a little bit too short. So it looks like we'll be able to get that reset. So very fortunate for them. But 4 Thrives now know exactly where they're at.
Keeping them guessing at least with the moves. Decent amount of awkward cover to play with, so it's hard to get those clean connections off. If the fight breaks out from the squads in front with OG and 4 Thrives, you could attempt to move up on it. Limited utility, though, it seems, between the players right now. One nade in the hands for Scarface. Smoke going to go up so they can close the gap somewhat. Rifles in play, shots on Scarface. Taking a decent amount of damage off it. And he get that one on target. Woo! It's Acock up top. Smooth shots over. Low on health here, Jukes. Meanwhile, T24 and 4 Thrives as a roster actually shutting down Gaming Stars that were encroaching in. It's all starting to bubble up, Jukes.
Hey, 4 Thrives say, hey, you know what? It's time to pop up and get in the mix here. They're going to get into the action as Orangutan. You're going to need to hit these nades, and they do get one. Let's see what WizGod could do. Gonna have to make some shots outside these windows. Oh, never mind, jumps out the door. Oh, but just a little bit too late, gets turned around. And now Ulfer on the push, trying to soak up as many eliminations as they can. Meanwhile, 4 Thrives, just looking like a lion in the jungle, ready to strike.
Clawing through the competition with ease. Once again, Falak comes out swinging. Heavy is the hand of Falak as he starts to slap his way through the competition here.
ဒီနေ့တော့တပွဲပဲကြံပါတယ်နောက်ဆုံးတပွဲပဲကြံတယ်နော်
and see if they can third party onto this awkward encounter. Nades being primed. Top floor control there with the DBS watching the runner, but it's the nade they didn't expect. Blows them away from the back.
ကိုတီးသွားတာ
4 Thrives,
မှန်ကြည့်ရအောင်
those points. A cop though does get that knock on the Falak. That's going to buy them a little bit of time here. Uzaifa is right up and goes first with that nade. He gets Scarface looking for a little bit more. The blue zone starting to close in just a minute here, and 4 Thrives are dominating this building. Ulf, OG are completely stuck.
Trapped in position, panicking. Absolutely ballistic on the cleanup. Shuts down Ulf, rips them away from any potential plays and looks to do more single-handedly. This is scary now, Jukes. Orangutan trapped still. Finally on the peek out. That's a knockback. Alula with the third party from the top.
Ah, that angle that was so dominant. Quick finally crest that hill. and makes 4 Thrives just slow down just a little bit. They still have 2 players up, 8 eliminations though. That's going to put them into 2nd place. Only a few points away from that top spot. Aula, this is their chance, right, to get out the bottom of the leaderboards and extend their tournament life. They got 4 points. They've had a rough day so far. Now's the time to make it happen. Do not play this passively, Aula. You got to get as many eliminations and win this game here and now.
Got to trust in the source, Jukes. They're bringing it.
So
but how long does it last? OG suffering heavy casualties as well. The shots are on point. Goodbye, good night. ACOP the only one left in the rear. And that's the Foops man and GOAT team starting to build on this one as well. You got to be scared of the GOATs, Jukes. They bite.
Making it happen. Force getting another shot on the leaderboards there. And that is Orangutan out and eliminated. We got 4 teams remaining here. 4 Thrives, KRX, GOAT, and Al-Ula. Let's see what 4 Thrives could do with their duo. IQ, man, that buggy is in big trouble. So right now, just hugging the circle, driving around, trying to get a little bit more intel, figure out what is going to be the plan here. Oh, running into that tree definitely wasn't a part of the plan, I'll tell you that right now. But he does get away with it. Nades are starting to ring on out. He knows exactly where GOAT is. Yeah, he's got to have to move to safety here because they're going to start shooting that buggy if he ain't careful.
This is vintage GOAT with how they're playing it. The 2-2 set up early with Moxie and Force advancing, but they switch it up. Call for the rotate. Killer Joe takes the fight straight to T24 and punishes with 4 Thrives falling to the might of the GOAT once again. Sight dialed in back over to where KRX are set up. 11 elims already, Jukes.
Ooh, they're looking good. You know, GOAT wants this win. They want to put themselves in the top 5 right here and now. They might just do it here. Meanwhile, you got KRX. They were sitting, what, in 4th place a little earlier, so they're looking pretty, but not for long. They got no more vehicles. There's nothing but open field right in front of them. Aula, I would like to see them get a little bit more aggressive here. You have the numbers, right? Start spreading your wings a little bit. Don't allow GOAT to catch you on the back foot.
A brief moment, a respite falling across the battleground. Trusting Foops for the push-up. Trying to get a read on it. No easy angle for Alula to peek back over onto him as well. Fear of the backline tag. Force good for the lineup. Few bullets on target, Jukes, just damage.
Hey, you guys know all about Coops. What do you know about Foops, man? I'll tell you what. That's a man right there. Let's see what he can do. 477. Trying to catch some hit markers all the way from downtown. And this is what I'm talking about. Alula have been playing it very passively here. That's letting GOAT spread their wings little by little here. Maybe press down as KRX, yeah, just stuck wide in the open. All eyes are on them. Super tough. GOAT just punishing him.
The leaderboard is still so close.
Interview ဟုတ်တယ်ဟို orange နေခဏကြည့်ကဲရအောင်ရင် go က49မှတ် 40 46 နမကလစီ45 k KDH 42 team flat 39 aura 36 UF 32 AG 31ရောအမှတ်ကတိတ်မကွာအောင်ရအောင်ရင်စောက်ပြဿနာKi 26 25 OG က Q 22အဲ့လောက်တော့ကွာတော့ကွာဒါအမှတ်တွေကတော့တိတ်မကွာဘူးတီတီရေလောက်ပါဦးလို့တီတီရဲ့အပေါ်တက်မယ်လို့တီတီရဲ့မိမိကလွားရဲ့အလုံးတီတီရဲ့ရမင်းကငါမမြင်ချင်ဘူးရသွားရမြင်ချင်ဘူးရအော်မိုက်တယ်ရောကြီးအနောက်ကြီးကိုရှိုးလိုက်ဟမ်မင်းကိုယ်စိတ်သွားရင်မင်းအဲ့လိုကြီးပြရမှာလားမသိဘူးရောမင်းအော်ဒီဟာကြီးကမိုက်လိုက်ကြီးလားပြင်တဲ့ကြီးမှာကွာပြင်တဲ့ကြီးမှာဟာဘယ်သူမှဘာလို့မသွားကြရလဲငါ့ကိုခေါ်ပါလားလို့ငါသွားကျင်တယ်လေဟောငါဘယ်သူမှမသွားကြပါဘူးတဲ့ဟောကဲနောက်ဆုံးပွဲစဉ်လေးစတင်ပါတော့မယ်ကဲတဲလေးထောက်ပြကြပါဦးကဲမီရာမသူတို့ဟိုထဲတော့ရောက်နေပြီလင်းစီးတော့မယ်ငါတော့ကျင်တော့ကွာဘူးမှလည်းမလိုက်သွားကြဘူးရောက်ငါဆိုတော့ဖင်ထောင်ပြီးလိုက်သွားမှရောက်ရင်ပြင်တက်လို့နေရာကြီးကိုမြင်ရလေ what the fuck 你这路你还有把路不对我们来我家，啊，从那来我嘛有。ကဲနောက်ဆုံးပွဲစဉ် game number 6မြေရောပွဲစဉ်နဲ့စတင်ပါပြီကဲအသေးလေးထားပေးကြပါအောင် follow လေးလောက်အောင်လေးလောက်အောင်ဝေးကြပါဦးခင်ဗျာလာဟိုတယောက်ကိုကြည့်နေတာဟဲ့
Galaxy right making some things happen especially after a rough couple of tournaments and yeah we got to see I talked to Raouf after PMGO season 1 when Coops wasn't there and I was like hey whose fault is it
game number 6မြေရောပွဲစဉ်နဲ့စတင်ပါပြီကဲအသေးလေးထားပေးကြပါအောင် follow လေးလောက်တယ်လောက်ပေးကြပါဦးကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်နောက်ဆုံးပွဲစဉ်လေးပါဒီနေ့တော့တကယ်ကြီးကိုမြန်လာရအောင်တရက်ရာတော်တော်မြန်လာအောင် ENN အဘလို့တန်ထားမယ်ကဲ game number 6နောက်ဆုံးမြေရောပွဲစဉ်နဲ့စတင်ပါပြီကဲလင်းလန်းကြောင်းတော့မသိပါဘူးဒီရောမှတိတ်မစောတော့မသိပါဘူးအထူးဆန်းတော့အမေမီရာမခဏပွဲအမေလောဆောင်ကြီးမကျင်းပါဘူးဟိုဘက်ချင်ရင်ကျင်းပါ
onto the eastern side of the map here but yeah once this match is over we got
ပါလာနေရတော့ဒီဘက် top player မှာတော့14ကောင်တော့တတ်တာသေးတယ်ဟုတ်တယ်
tomorrow and
ဝန်ကြီးကရှေ့နေရပါအဲ့ဒါကြီး
right of trying to be the esports world cup champions
hopes dreams everything you've been working for throughout the season really this year as well Dukes right and then imagine you put
ဝန်ကြီးကရှေ့နေမှာပါ
on the line you get here to Paris it goes
ဝန်ကြီးအကြောင်းသိချင်ရင် Pika ပင်ထောက်ရပေးတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုလေးမှာသွားကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်ပင်ဗီဒီယိုမှာသွားကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်ဒါကြီးတို့
he always sort you know he cheese you
ပင်ဗီဒီယိုမှာသွားကြည့်လို့ရပါတယ်ထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်လိုက်ပါ2မိနစ်ပါပဲအသေးလေးပေးရပါ Pika ရှင်းပြရပါတယ်အဲ့ဒါကြီးနော်နေမင်းလေနေမင်းရင်ကိုနေမင်းရေဗီဒီယိုမှာရှင်းပြရပါတယ်သွားကြည့်လိုက်ပါနော်2မိနစ်ပါပဲမကြပါဘူးထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်လိုက်ပါ Pika အကောင့်တွေဝင်လိုက်ပါ follow လေးမလောက်တယ်လောက်ပါပေးပါကျေးဇူးပါကဲဆုံးရ Pika ခဏပြောတော့မယ်လောဆုံးရင်မကျင်းလို့လားမသိဒီဘက်ကျင်းမလားမသိရောင်းတီတီကကောင်းဆော့ပါကွာတီတီကကောင်းဆော့ပါကွာတောင်းမှပါတယ်ကွာ Pika အကောင့်တွေဝင်ကြည့်လိုက်ပါထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုမှာကြည့်လိုက်ပါ brother ရေပင်မခံပြီးလောက်တာပေးတာပါတယ်ပင်မခံပြီးလောက်တာပေးပါတယ်ကျေးဇူးပါ
the sheer size and scope of the competition here right it's one of those where if we were going for like a max man insight it'd be a matter of it's just pointless the risk versus reward is so low just play your own game right then you've got someone like me where I'm saying yeah but it is kind of fun though
yeah it's fun to watch that's for sure
but yeah you're right strategy wise you probably avoid that
yeah pretty much at all costs I mean chances of getting all 4 eliminations without losing
ပင်မခံပြီးလောက်တာပေးပါတယ် YouTube မှာလည်းတင်ထားပေးပါတယ် TikTok မှာလည်းတင်ထားပေးပါတယ်
it's putting you so far
Facebook မှာတော့မတင်ထားပါဘူး
so even if you do get those eliminations you're late to circle and you end up with 5 points instead of a possible like 20-point game
yeah
so yeah it's just it's really difficult to deal with
and that's factoring in everyone actually survives as well right
yeah.
You lose one player it's just such a cutthroat response now it makes it so much easier for the conversions this level of play as well right the drills are so much cleaner you see a 3-man team you're just thinking oh this is a field day one less player yeah let's just clean it up push together outnumber them get the trade easy pickings
that's what it's all about here let's take a look here at the leaderboards all right we got GOAT in first place now with 47 points looking really good 4th Thrive's right behind him here man this top 5 is pretty dang close only 10-point difference so far so for these top 3 squads make a top 4 this is their opportunity to make a little bit of a point gap for tomorrow and for the rest of the lobby they need to clutch this one up here and now but it's already starting to feel like it's going to be a pretty close group here
I think so, man. Especially with some of the results we got out of that prior game, right? Where we hit sort of around sort of the 9-minute mark. We had that awkward encounter on the road with the Aurora drive-by. That resulted in like 3 teams being absolutely crippled for a good late game finish from the amount of eliminations they suffered. Then everyone else just starts to lick their wounds and really play slow. Just didn't work. And you come into a lobby like this now with what we've seen, right? That strategic, slower approach that's been working from GOAT. Honestly, I think their defaults have been really clean. Like the mechanical approach, it's good rotations. The comms have been clean to allow them to set up. And once again, they want a later wrap in where they will just happily sit in the blue, loot up, look for an end game. It's where they're at their best. I won't lie. Early game, it does look a bit shaky. But they get to a late game circle, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they can just play it just a little bit conservatively and make sure they can reach to that late game. I mean, we could definitely see some great things from GOAT. Absolutely. Right now, everybody just playing a little bit of game and keep away, just trying to get looted up and set it up for the end game here. Aurora, a little bit of a dry spell here in the past couple of games. They still have some great points on the board. One good game here could definitely set them up. But some other teams, I think I would really like to see a good performance here. Maybe all those squads in that 9th, pretty much on down position. This is a good opportunity for them to go into tomorrow with a lot more confidence.
အိစားနေပြီကွာငါ game set ဆော့ရမှာလား
Right? I mean, this is a
ညကျရင် game ဆော့ရမှာလားဒါပြီးရင်အမဟုတ်အဲ့ရမှာအဲ့လိုက်ကောင်းမလားမသိဘူးဒီညလုံးကြရတယ်အများကြီးညမနေ့48 hour လိုက်ဆိုရင်တော့48 hour လိုက်ဆိုရင်တော့ရင်ဖွင့်လာတဲ့ဟာလေးညကျရင် video edit ရမယ်အဲ့ဒါတင်မယ်မနေ့ရရင် okay အဲ့လေးတဲ့အေးလို့အဲ့လိုက်ကောင်းလားမသိဘူးအေးမဟုတ်နှစ်ရက်ရှိပြီအဲ့နှစ်ရက်မကဘူး48နိုင်ကြရမင်းတေချာမအဲ့ရသေးအဲ့ပြီးကြရ
Obviously much easier if there is some good benefit to speak about. Some moments they can look on fondly and say, look, we're already adapting and fixing things as the day went on. Let's refine that going into day 2. If once again it kind of blows up in their face, then yeah, those conversations are a lot more awkward and probably not productive. Hey, it's kind of similar at least. Aurora, a very talented squad, individuals that can absolutely lamp other players out of the battleground if given a fair fight. But some awkward moments. I'm also kind of impressed that it's not been the best day overall.
ကဲကောင်းနေတာ49မှာ chicken နှစ်ပွဲဒီနေ့မှာ40 46ဒီမှာ galaxy 45တမတ်တွေပဲကွာလား KRH 42 10 flat 39 Aurora 36 UF 32 AG 31ကျွန်တော်ရှာမကျင်းနိုင်ဖြစ်နေမယ်โอเคပါအရှာမကျင်းနိုင်နေရှာကျွေးလိုက်လေ Furia အေး Brazil တင်းလေးငါမျောလင့်လာတယ်နော်တာကြီး chicken တစ်ပွဲပဲ40နေနဲ့ခဏလိုသူတို့အပေါ်ရောက်နေဆိုတော့မသိတယ်မဟုတ်လားအမားလေးရောများနေသေးတယ်တာကြီးတို့အဲ့လောက်ထိ key point တွေမမှတ်နဲ့တာကြီးတို့ရဲ့ဟိုကောင်ကြီးကိုမင်းအဲ့လောက်ထိဝိုင်းကြီးဘာလို့မပါလဲတဲ့ Pika အကောက်တွေဝင်လိုက်ပါပင်ထောက်လာပြီးတဲ့ဗီဒီယိုသွားကြည့်ပါဗျာဒါကြီးနာမည်အပြောက်ကြီးထိတ်ဆောင်ကဗီဒီယိုကြည့်လိုက်ပါနားလဲသွားလိုက်မယ်နော်ရှင်းပြတာပါလေဘာလို့မပါလဲဆိုတော့ဝိုင်းကြီးဘာလို့မပါလဲဆိုတော့ရှင်းပြတာပါလေဟုတ်ကဲ့အပင်ပန်းခံပြီးလောက်လာပေးပါလေ
Man, I'll tell you what, even my DMs are blowing up. Like, hey, have you met Fourth Thrives yet? Have you seen them yet? You know, I'm like, yeah, I've seen them, man.
I got the jersey, yeah, don't worry.
I talk to them. These guys are always such kind folks. And a great...
Hey, ငါ48 hour လင့်တော့နေဘာလို့မရှိရလဲ
I got a lot of high hopes for that squad, as well as so many others, man. I mean, it's great to see, like I mentioned earlier, just how well this whole lobby has developed here over time. But now I think it's time to maybe even add GOAT to that list, because GOAT could be that new rising star team.
တော့ဒီဘက်လောဆုံးလာမသိအေးအလဲမှာပြုံးနေတာပဲဟောဒီကာလိုဘက်လေးကိုဆွဲလိုက်မလား
Very, very quiet start here. You could definitely see that these teams
မတူမဲ့ပဲဟောဒီပွဲလောဆုံးကြီးငါတိနေတယ်အချားမြင်ရနေတယ်စောက်ပြဿနာပဲ
with the southern shift like this.
ခဏဒီစုံမပေးလို့ဆိုပြီးပြောလိုက်တာရေတကယ်ကြီးဒီစုံပေးတာပါဟောသွားပြီးရောမကြည့်တော့ဘူးရောနေလိုက်စင်းလေးနားလိုက်ကောင်းမလားမသိဘူးဒီပွဲမကြည့်ကျင်တော့ဘူးရောဒီပွဲမကြည့်တော့ဘူးရောဒီစုံကြီးကငါဘယ်လိုကြည့်ရမှာတော့လို့စောက်ပြဿနာပဲစောရကောင်နေဘယ်လိုစောရလဲမသိဘူးကြည့်ရမကြည့်ကျင်တော့
The mass migration
that are
all condensing in, and honestly, mate, this works out in a way.
အဲ့တော့ဝိုင်းကြီးနေကြရင်ဒီစုံမကျင်းနဲ့နော်အကောင်းပြောတာဝိုင်းကြီးနေကြရင်ဒီစုံမကျင်းနဲ့ဆောင်းပေါက်ပါမင်းဆောင်းဆော့ဖော့တွေရိုက်ချင်ဟောဒီဟာရှယ်ပြစ်နေဘိန်းပေါက်ရတော့ကောင်းတော့မင်း အိမ်ပေါက်ရကောတော့မင်းစိုးဆက်ပဲမင်းစိုးဆက်ပဲခုမှ flat လိုက်ရတာပါတဲ့ maybe 10 minute ပါတဲ့အဲ့တော့ကန့်ပြီးဆောင်းနေကြ
You hit the right one of those front ones. Boom, that vehicle spinning out.
ရောအီးနဲ့ဘာဆိုင်လဲဟဲ့ why brother ရအီးနဲ့ဘာဆိုင်လို့လဲအီးကိုထဆဲမိုက်လိုက်တာငါသားရ
With a nice initial pick onto silence. Oh, dive out through the window. The mantle giving free time to damage here from 4-5s again, Juice.
brother ရ
Trader blows, looking for the follow-up off the nade. Barely bursts outside the window.
Man, these peaks back and forth are insane there for Locke. Getting in some good damage on the Chief, but Chief getting a couple shots in return. It's both these teams just peppering each other little by little. But this is honestly a good place for them where they can both just share it out for a little while, you know? Like, you got a good central position. Take your time. Don't put yourself in a compromising spot to lose a player early.
ငါတမင်တက်ပီကတော့ငါပြောတာဟာအဲ့လောဆောင်ရမင်းဒီတပွဲမစခင်တည်းငါမှန်းရတာမင်းကလေလေလမ်းကြောင်းမှာကလေးကငါပြောလိုက်တယ်ဟုတ်လားလောဆောင်ရင်ဖြစ်မလားမသိဘူးစိတ်ဝမ်းမှာကလေးကမင်းကိုကြီးရလေငါကြိုမှန်းရတာဟဲ့အာမချောင်းနဲ့ငါတမင်တက်ပီကတော့ငါပြောလိုက်ရဖြစ်မလားလို့ပီကတော့လေလောဆောင်ရင်မကြည့်ကျင်တော့ဟဲ့မင်းနဲ့လာကြရတယ်လို့ကောင်းတယ်လေကြတော့ဝိုင်းကြီးရိုက်ပေးရတော့ရိုက်ခံဖို့လည်းကြ
but we might get that nice urban finish. At least that's what it's looking like so far.
ဒီဆုံးကြီးတကယ်ပြောမကြည့်ကျင်ဘူးမကြည့်ကျင်လို့မင်းတက်ကိုပြောတာကြီးခေါင်းပြူကြီးပါတဲ့ငါဝင်းရတယ်စိတ်ညစ်တယ် ဒီမှာလည်းဆောက်ရယူကြည့်ယူရအောင်ဆောက်
Aurora, if they can set up as well, mate, chances that they're just going to have clashes ushered towards them, but Jukes, that's...
ငါပြောတယ်ဒီဆုံးကြီးစိတ်ညစ်တယ်မကြည့်ကျင်ဘူး
Perfect shit for a team like GOAT because they were already on the rotation and now they have an open path into this next zone.
ပြောဒီဆုံးကြီးမဆောက်ကျင်မကြည့်ကျင်ဘူးဆောက်ရလို့ဆိုတော့ဘယ်လိုဆောက်ရလဲတော့မသိပြရလူကစိတ်ပြဆောက်ရလို့ပို့အောင်ထိုးတယ်
There's not a lot of spots.
ဒီဆုံးဆိုရင်ငါဆောက်
It is jam packed. Meanwhile, Flash.
နင်းလက်တယောက်တော့ပါနှစ်ယောက်တော့ဟာ
That's Bows and
လူကြီးလေ
of the game. GK.
ဘာလို့နှစ်ယောက်တော့ပါဟာ
GK been good for the occasional duel here in close combat. Tops just looking to try and cut his losses. Heads out the way.
တင်းလက်ပဲဘာလုပ်နေတာလဲတင်းလက်
Looking to see if they can light him up. Takes a bit of damage, it seems, from what we caught there on the map side.
ဝင်း
AJ looking for the response.
ဝင်းတွေ့ရမပြောက်သွားပြီ
To even be alive here, very low on HP from that. And Doc taking the fight to T3.
တင်းလက်ကျိုးပြီးသွား
Thrives getting lit up.
Yeah, our player knocked. I believe they should have been in some.
နောက်ဆုံးအပြင်ရောက်လို့ရှိရင်ထွက်လို့ရအောင်
That res here. Let's see what happens though. Teams just not, and all these squads, I'll tell you what, with so much on the line, there are no little slight peaceful contracts. Sometimes you have some teams that are dead center that just say, hey, you guys look that way, we'll look this way, and fight each other later on. But no, these guys do not like sharing any real estate nearby. Enigma Galaxy, again, late in the zone, they're going to have to eat a little bit of blue damage here, scout things out, move up just little by little.
It feels like they've just been kind of hunting, right? Tracking OG's rotates and looking to make sure they never reveal themselves until they're in a position to actually build off the back of playing that card with how slow they've opted to approach this one. Thinking about late game, thinking about placements and elims on it. And not wanting to risk faltering early. Killer Joe with a bit of a scouting play, slightly further advanced. You got that close grouping from AGAL and Aurora, just trying to get the read on that from the elevation. Now here, Gaming Star and Furia, Ulf up on the ridge side. Let's see if they can do it again, but Gaming Star do seem to just throw top teams.
They're getting involved in so many of these random fights here. Just haven't been able to last as a full squad and get like a really true engagement, but they're finding these little cheeky angles and just making it so difficult on the rest of these teams here. They are sitting in that cutoff position right there in 14th place. You can see that down on the bottom right. Top 3 at the end of tomorrow are eliminated. Their keys, their dreams
Oh,
are going to
yeah,
get
yeah.
crushed.
Nah, tha mya.
So we'll have to see a team like Gaming Star make it happen here and now.
ပန်းအောင်အင်ကြီးနဲ့တဲ့
Galaxy
မှန်တယ်ရ
pushing in this blue zone, wondering where this next zone is going to pop. A little bit more of a central zone here, so nothing crazy. We're going to have to see teams scramble to this next circle, and after that pop, Coops is like, all right, time to go. Let's get.
အဲ့တော့သပင်းကြီးကဘာလို့အဲ့လောက်တော့ရှေ့ကြီးငါထားတယ်ငါမသိဘူးရော
Time KRX as well getting their sights.
အေးလို့အင်တာမိုင်ယာမီပဲအဲ့အင်ကြီးကခုကြီးပဲတနည်းတော့ကြာသွားပြီရောငါအင်ကြီးတွေငါတော်ဝတ်တာပဲရော what the fuck ငါအင်ကြီးအစ်စ်တွေမဝဲဘူးရော
Awake looking on the periphery to see where this is coming from as Hooksy Hard commits onto it, gets the
ငါ
flush.
ဆွင်းလောက်ရရော3နှစ်အောင်မင်းဒီအင်ကြီးပဲရောမင်း
First
ကောင်း
on
ပြောတာ
board for this last game here on day 1.
အင်ကြီးဝဲရပတ်စံစောင်းနှမျိုးတယ်ကွာ
Under talk in last place.
အင်ကြီးဝဲမဲ့စာမုတ်စားလိုက်မယ်
Ended up finding at least a spot of coverage in this zone. They're pretty dead center here, so this is their time to shine here. And there's Gaming Stars, right? Catching Ayala there. Rolex 20 gonna be busting out that nade. Let's see if either of these teams are gonna get one. Oh, yeah, he saw that one coming. Said back it up. That's exactly what they're gonna do. I like to see
It's not Miami,
Gaming Stars
man.
group up a little bit more here.
ခေါင်းရရနေ
They are very, very split, especially for a team currently in 14th place. Meanwhile, though, Furia, you got Ayala just holding this warehouse all by himself for now. The rest of his team's gone. Yeah, Chief, Igor are already dead center, so it's literally just Ayala against the world there.
Meanwhile, this is what's been setting up over on the ridge side. It's RRQ up close towards Go. Oh, Force as he set up for it. He's got support from.
တင်းတော့ပြောင်းရောင်းပြောင်းမှန်တယ်အော်ဟုတ်တယ်ကောပါအော် အော်
with a headshot.
post 77တကယ် on နေတာအာကျူတင်းတော့မင်းထိန်းနေတာရအောင်ရင်တယောက်တည်းနဲ့
Them down as well. They look to try and take the peak back over SMG play.
အိုးမင်းတော့နေတော့ပြန်တော့ပြတ်သွားပြီ go อ่ะမင်းဘက်ကရောတိုင်နှစ်ကောင်းတော့လာပြီလေအာကျူ
Unfortunately, not able to support.
ဟုတ်ပါအဲ့ဒါမမိုက်ဘူးကွာမင်းတယောက်လေအော်
Engagement, though. That is a nice nade. That one definitely stung. Moxie said, I got one more for you. I got one more.
အကရီအရန်နောက်ကြတယ်ကွာ
Hoops man is in the mix, looking to punish RRQ for taking out their teammate.
ပြောတယ်နှစ်ကောင်းတော့လာပြီတော့ကွာ
RRQ, they got the smokes up, they got the support, and the same exact.
nice
But shut down from a nade of Killer Joe.
Low on HP though, Fuchs can't afford to make another mistake. Needs backup from the boys to save their bacon here. Killer Joe.
Oh!
Close quarter to
ပြောတယ်
That's the spam on the first. Take the confirmation with a backup of Moxie.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go hold it ဟာဟိုကောင်ပြီးလိုက်ရနှမျောစရာကြီးသားကြီးတို့
On the move once
ဘ
again.
က်ကလေးကလည်းနောက်ကြတယ်တကယ်ဟုတ်တာဟာ
A little bit more points on
Go
that
up.
leaderboard.
Poke jab, yo.
Puts them up to 51. They
Go
did
you
lose
poke
one
jab, yo.
player in the process. But when you're on top of the leaderboards, man, that gives you a lot more breathing room to do what you gotta do. But man, we got pretty much a true Los Leones finish here. This is gonna be interesting. We're going into the last second.
Urban combat embodied, but it's going to be a very different encounter from what we've seen on some of our final fights throughout today. Lula as well. Losing another man there as Gaming Star once again takes shots over, getting the confirmation off with a mini
ဘိုးတွေဝါးတွေဖြစ်မဲ့နေရတယ်မတွေ့ဘူးတော့
knock back onto him as well. Looks like Maniac should be
See
able to
they are.
reset that one with Rolex deep in the back line towards the very split setup from Furia. Oh, and he goes down.
Oh, yeah. So Gaming Star are going to lose one. They're going to have 3 on the edge of the circle. GOAT team are going to have to start pushing on in. Everybody else is already in this zone, so don't expect a crazy amount of movement here. I think we're going to see a lot of teams just kind of chill up for a little bit longer. But yeah, every time you have a low there's so much cover.
ဟောလိုက်ဆွေးနားမရတော့ငါလိုင်းအရန်ကြာနေဒီဝက်ပြီးနားတော့
Final seconds of that zone 9.
ဟေးမာယာယို
The
Long
coach
time
can't
no
really be there
see.
as well for Geek Cake.
He's watching. Now he's looking at the camera.
Those eyes dialed in, hoping the squad will be able to deliver once again here. 2 elims racked up so far.
အညမပါသေးပါဘူး
Still
နော်
standing with all 4 members as well. Had a great start to the day. What's their finish going to be like?
Yeah, that's the question. That's the question.
ပီကာပင်ထားပဲဗီဒီယိုမှာတက်ကြည့်ပါပီကာကောက်တယ်ဝင်လိုက်ပါထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်ပါဗလားဒါကြီးပီကာရှင်းပြတာပါတယ်နော်တဲလေးပါပြီးပါပါ ထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်လိုက်ပါနော်ဒီကကောက်ရဝင်လိုက်ပါထိတ်ဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်လိုက်ပါနော်
But we ain't there yet. We still got this game left to go. So I am not surprised that we're seeing a lot of teams play this very calculated, very deliberate.
Aura နေတော့လုံးဝတီငငိမ်မဲရောက်ရင်ကန့်နေပြီတီငငိမ်မှကန့်နေပြီညီမလိုပဲ
Just get some good coverage. You know,
2 မိနစ်စာလေးနားထောင်ပေးပါအေး2 မိနစ်စာရဖို့ပြီးက
other than that, just play it safe.
တော်တော်ကြိုးစားလိုက်ရ
No reason to run unnecessary risks, but for Moxie, he might not have a choice in that matter. That's Flash finding the weakened knee. Back up being called for, Jukes, but it's a little bit late on a rotate, so Moxie's done for. Killer Joe top side. Good shots onto a win, changing his name to defeat off the back of that one with the headshot delivering. And tops all that's left. 1v2 versus the GOAT crew.
And he is on the run now. Yeah, he said, you know what, I don't know if I want any of this. He hops in that buggy, and he's going to be looking for some random spot in this next zone to hopefully extend his tournament life just a little bit longer for his team.
That's Aurora again playing their card.
ကဲတော့ရှော့ပါပြီမြန်မာကလေးစီပဲပြည့်သွားပါတယ်
to give away a 3-point over the Enigma there as they will hit that one on the drive by.
တင်ဖလန်နေနဲ့တမတ်ပဲရလိုက်တယ်ဆော်ရရှော့ပါပြီအော်အဲ့လောဆိုကြီးကိုမင်းအစင်းကမင်းကလည်းတေးနေတာမှမဟုတ်လားလို့ပြဖို့ရှိမှာမဟုတ်ဘူးမင်းစိတ်တိုင်းကြီးကိုမဲအနည်းဆုံး8တင်းလောက်တော့ကြံမှာငါလောက်ခွမ်းမယ်
Flower H with a good elevated angle as well towards the window side for AGAL.
အမပြည့်စရာမလိုမင်းထိုင်အိမ်နေအောင်
Here we go though, 10 seconds left on the clock. And we're going to find out where this next zone goes. And when that happens, we are definitely going to see some eliminations. So let's just see, will it go up to that north and have so much coverage?
Oh,
center. All right. I can feel a shift in the air of
တကယ်ကိုလိမ့်မာနေတာကွာမင်းတော့တော့မင်းတကယ်ချန်ပီယံယူမှာလားမသိဘူးကွာတကယ်ကြီးကိုလိမ့်မာနေတာတော့ငါလည်းခွမ်းမယ်အရင်ကဆော့ပေါင်းလည်းမတူဘူးချန်ပီယံယူဖို့အတွက်စူးစမ်းနေတာ Oh.
T24.
That's 4 frags coming alive again from the back.
Leaning
in through the window. Wants to take a full frontal assault. The Chief claps straight back instantly and domes him out on the stairwell. IQ, eyes lighting up as him and Valak are able to take shots over towards game.
So
4 frags starting to get into the groove of things now. 4 elims to their name, but the difference is, Jukes, that's still a full 4 squad here in kicking.
That is right. 4 points on the board for 4 thrives. Yeah, it's starting to feel like victory for them as they are getting into this end game, playing it very, very carefully. Now, 2-minute warning. My prediction, we're going to see a whole lot of nada for 2 minutes, but then once that zone pops, woo, things are going to really pop off. Right, now's the time to tell your team, all right, zone goes here, we're going in that direction. And oh, man, that you can't do that.
You wear Doma da Loma, no? Doma da Loma, no?
Giving their energy over towards 4 frags. You can see them getting excited, and they did deliver from the. Hit some nice shots from quite far away.
Currently
maintaining overlook on this encounter between OG and Enigma.
Pakistan, man. Season 2 you load ra man သွားပြီးအောင်ရင်မင်းတို့အတင်းအားပေးချက်ရမင်းတကယ်လက်လံမရောင်းရင်အင်ရှင်ကြီးကိုမင်းတကယ်ကြီးကြမ်းမှာငါလောက်ပါစဉ်းစားလို့မရအောင်
And it looks like Falak is looking to do just that. Oh my, they almost 1-2-3'd him right there. You can just see that they were like, all right, 1, 2, 3, and top is going to be the one to get that elimination. 2 for the side of Aurora. They have their
တို့အင်ရှင်ကွင်းမှာမင်းငါတို့ share ရိုက်မှာရောင်းရင်မင်းအကောင့်ကြီးလောက်ခွာ
They are going to make something happen, and they know that there's a player in that warehouse.
I've had a read on Quick for quite some time.
ဒီဘက်ပြင်နားရမယ်ဟေးလိုက်ဆွဲလိုင်းမကောင်းသိနေတယ်
keep out of trouble for as long as possible.
ဒီမဲ့နေလျံကပဲတက်လာတော့ကွာ
out of the competition if he can try and rat a bit of a later game finish on it. Meanwhile, Hooksy taking the shots back over to TTG.
ရမနေ့ပြန်က game ဆော့မယ်ဆိုရင်စာပို့လိုက်မယ်နော်
Finding an angle onto him though. To KRX. At least suffering casualties. Hang on a minute though. That's Aurora getting spotted out by 4 Thrives. Both of those high ground angles in play, and they're starting to engage upon one another.
Yeah, they know this next zone is going to make things interesting.
Yeah, I see that on
to kind of buy them some time here in case that zone hardships away. That is going to be huge. So yeah, you can see Aurora Gaming out in the open now, trying to find some angles onto either Quick or 4 Thrives. But with this zone shift, now
第7အတင်းက14တင်းကျန်နေတယ်အေးဒီဇုံကြီးကိုရေး ဝိုင်းကြီးအမှတ်300ဒီပွဲမဟုတ်ဘူးဗလာသာရေးဒီပွဲမဟုတ်ဘူးဝိုင်းကြီးအမှတ်300ဝိုင်းကြီးအမှတ်300ဒီပွဲမဟုတ်ဘူး
Looking for the push out with a nade here, wants to cook it to perfection. Jukes timing not going to work for him.
ဝိုင်းကြီးအမှတ်300ပွဲပြီးသွားပြီဗလာသာရေး
Fortunately didn't calculate that interest.
အပွဲတက်ပါ
And now Benny said, how about some of that? Ooh, that one.
တကယ်ထူတာအေးငါလို့40ရ
Let's see what KRX could do though.
我哋ကန်ပါဝါရန်တောင်းနော်
Looking definitely add to that. But X-Force rejects. It's Baby all by himself.
သူတို့ချမဲ့တင်းနေမရှိဘူးရအောင်ရေးဒီကောင်တွေကရန်အွန်နေတာဟော final ရောက်ကြည့်မယ် final ရမင်းတို့အဲ့လိုဒီ aggressive center ကိုကြည့်အောင်မှာငါလို့ final ရောက်ရင်အဲ့လို aggressive center လေးကိုကြိုက်တာမအေးနွားတွေတွေ့မယ် final ရောက်ရင်
Turning things up here. We saw them start the tournament so strong, and they're looking to end it in the same.
ကလေးတင်းတွေကိုလိုက်ရင်နိုင်လိုက်ကျင်တာလို့
Looking to make some noise here in this game as well, though. Rocking a big split. Doc up on top of that building is going to have to make something happen. There goes Killer Joe as Nick McGee.
ကဲ10တင်းတော့ကျန်နေတဲ့ stay 8တော့ရောက်လာပြီ
Eliminated.
They had a good run today, but it's 4 Thrives that are still going, still fighting, and it seems like they're confident to attempt to push up, possibly collapse round onto Reject and KRX here as this one develops.
ဘာလာတော့စားတော့နော်ဟုတ်တယ်
Gonna have to make a play, but Baby gets eliminated. That's now 8 on the side of 4 Thrives. They'll take that all day long.
ဘာလာရပါသွားပြီ
Falak down and out. The 3 fingers and 1 hand remaining here for 4 Thrives. KRX. They've got a read on the situation, but can't force the.
Aurora အနေနဲ့တော်တော်လေးချောင်သွားတယ်အကောင်တော့ဒီဘက်ချောင်လာတာရအောင်သူ့ဘက်မသွားဘူး OG ရောနေမကလာစီရော
Aurora, OG, Ulf, and Nigma Galaxy all on top of
နေ
one
မ
another.
ကလာစီအကောင်တော့ဒီဘက်ချောင်လာကြတာပါတဲ့တော်တော့အေးဆေးပြောတာရအောင်ဒီဘက်ချောင်မှာ3နေဟေး
Down with his teammate Coops gets eliminated and thirsted.
ဒီဘက်ချောင်မှာ OG တွေရော UAF တွေရော
My gosh, a little bit of a rain.
တော့လည်းဒီကောင်တွေကဝင်ရအောင်ပါအိုးကောင်းလိုက်တာ
But Ralph getting knocked at this time is the worst case scenario for NGX.
It's a quick flash from OG. Lord looking to prime the nade, 2 seconds left, dashes it out, could be good for the tag, bounces slightly further back, but Lord does it get the same safety? Good
OG ဒီပွဲဟုတ်တယ်ဗျာ 哇 shit အားပေးတာရော
Now they're starting to make some noise. Meanwhile, you got Aurora holding on to these silos. Wolf Esports still in the mix with 2 players up. And Doc, what's he going to do about that? Rungaton's starting to get on fire. Here they go. Thunder Talk, get a knock on the KRX. Shots ringing out absolutely everywhere.
တီတီကတော်တော်ဆုံးနေတာဟောလီးပဲဟောတီတီကလီးပဲလို့မ Hey, con này là.
That's how you do it there from the top rope, coming on down, getting that elimination. These guys ain't messing around.
Quay chia là bien ngoài mà.
Hiding in the corner, just waiting, hoping that one of these players will run right in front of them. The trap is set. When will it be sprung? But oh, 224 gets the knock on to Doc. That is critical.
Dạ anh này. Dạ anh này. Có gì nào đâu mà game số đâu. Lại làm con. PC là anh chưa? Mình profile nào mà vô tới đó mà. Tới đó là em con.
And they got their eyes lighting up, looking for more peaks from Geeke, hoping they'll take the fight. The connection up. T24 hits the deck. And Geeke might try and advance from it, Jukes.
Let's see if they can. AGAL. No, only one elimination here so far. They still have a full squad up, and now they're starting to push. This is
video lâu mà thì nha, video bi lâu mà thì nha, video lâu.
Into nothing. We got a whole bunch of teams still remaining. Who's gonna win this one? It's all about who can hit those shots.
Tây này mà ngãပြောတယ်tôi đã trao tiền mày. Shit tiền là rồi chả mà khana Tây ấy mà shit tiền mày. Đi giống nhà mình ngã chỉ nhìn giống thì nó xong rồi là trả là bà mình tao không nó bị ai. Oh, two man now! Woo! Không thể nào đi. Oh, tôi đi ra. Ôi ơi, bé biểu à? Ngã lỗ mà kỳ quá. Ngã lỗ mà kỳ quá. Cái đó. Đi về quá. Ôi bị quá, nó kỳ quá. Ôi đi ăn chicken này. What the fuck? Hiểu đấy hả? Hậu đấy hả? Hiểu. Mà lương mà ôi ya chicken này vậy thì phải chăng mà con nói chắc con lại vậy. Tôi thì mà chẳng nào mà là quá mê. Tôi đi ăn màu rồi ôi cha thì cái chicken mà là quá mê quá. Còn thì phải này tới ngủ mà ngã tí để còn thì phải biết lúc đấy mới nhớ đấy. Vậy quá, chỉ trên đó quá, mình group A mình PM con này quá, là quá mê quá. Gì nè, nói vậy. Sao đâu mới ra đâu mà mình đi nè, là quá. Thọ mà ta, không được. Không mới được. Không được. Nhà bị là nhà tập bác mà bà. Mà đấy, bà mà đồ, what the fuck. Tập bác mà bà. Xin này bà, Pika pin. Không gì nè. Không gì nè. Pika pin thao là về video ta chỉ bà, không được nó. Pika thao là video ta chỉ là quá mà. Pika pin thao là về video ta chỉ lo ya bà đấy, chả. Thấy xong video chỉ lại bà, sẽ tí bà vì nó. Pika thì mà tiếp tục bà phiền thì mà tí bà chỉ số bà, ok bà. Mấy chỉ đó. Nó cái đó. Chỉ đó mà. Là khoa. Cái alo mẹ. Ủa bạn nghe lên chỉ vì nào à mẹ, chỉ số bà. Ủa bạn nghe lên chỉ vì nào à mẹ. Ủa bạn nghe lên chỉ vì nào à mẹ. Mai yêu là mong bị cả đó. Ý à. Mẹ à. Lũ cha nhiều quá. Em nói bây giờ lại cho này lên chuyện khó lại mẹ vậy à. Ok. Sao bù lại mẹ. Em nói lại. Lên biết bù à. Mẹ làm tỷ bù. Lên钱的. Nó bây giờ lại. Anh chị để tóm mà lại ông mẹ. Anh chị ra bị sao quá. Tóm mà lại ông mẹ chứ. Mà trên này người Pika chấp vào hai này bà. Pika ẩm nhắm yêu vào. Tôi tính con tao quay bà mẹ. Mà với bà mẹ. Thay nó bù với bà mẹ nó. Thái mẹ. Cứ chưa yêu à. Ra bị đây. Rồi đấy. Thái mẹ. Thái mẹ. Cứ biểu bia hả mẹ. Không phải tôi thấy mai nó Pika tôi thấy yêu mẹ đi. Pika tôi thấy quay bia hả. Ẩm nhắm nó mình yêu không kìa. Anh chị tôi thấy quay bia hả mẹ. Chà. À bia ông lý. Nó bia ông lý lưu trình. Tôi tính lý đâu mà. Đánh lý đâu mà. Nó. Ok bà. Chỉ dụ nhai để mà đấy. Khuyên chú gì đâu mà bao khuyên chú gì mà. Chỉ dụ bà. Ok. Nắm ở đây là gì đó. Mình chỉ dụ. Ok. Đánh. Con nào tao quay bà. Tí là bù mì ra bảo. Tại mẹ. Quay nó Pika tao bà thề quay bây giờ mà mấy. Đó là lý bảo ấy. Nhái im hâu bảo. Nhái im tao không bảo. Thề lý bảo ấy. အေးဝယ်မစောရသေးဘူးမင်းစောစောစီးမင်းကြက်တွေလည်းသုံးနေတယ်ခိုင်းကမစောရသေးစောစောစီးကြက်တွေလည်းသုံးနေတယ် Oh my god စောစီးကြက်တွေလည်းသုံးနေကြည်နေကြပြီညမသားလည်းမှန်အောင်မရေးဘူးမဘလော့ကျင်လို့ကြည်နေပါဆုံးကလောခံညင်ဟုတ်လားတဲ့ဟိုတဲ့ဟိုတဲ့3သိန်းခွဲပဲကြပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့အခုပီကာကရွှေအောင်ရပြီဆိုတော့တခြားခင်ဗျားတို့ဝယ်လို့ရှင်တခြားကလေးပီကာယူလိုက်ပါမယ်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ဟုတ်ပြောနေတာညီမသားမမှန်လို့တော့မဟုတ်ဘူးခဏဝိုင်းကြီးဒုတိယလူပါပဲဆိုတာလည်းပြောနေလို့ခေါ်မှန်းမသိငါဘန်းမိလိုက်ငါလာဆောင်မြင်ဘန်းညင်လို့ကြည့်နေပါဆုံးကဘန်းညင်လို့ကြည့်နေပါဆုံးကတဲ့3သိန်းခွဲပဲကြပါဒီနေ့မှာတော့ဂုတ်အနေနဲ့တော့ chicken 2ပွဲစားလိုက်ပါလေ Oh my god တကယ်ကောင်းတယ်ဂုတ်လေးပါကဲဝိုင်းကြီးအင်ကြီးသွားမှာတော့ပါမယ်ဒလီကမန်နေအမိပို့ပေးမယ်တဲ့မန်နေအမိအပ်ပေးမယ်ပြောဒလီက10ရက်နေ့မှအပ်ပေးမှာတဲ့ဘယ်နေ့ရမလဲတော့မသိဘူးမင်းမရောက်တော့ထဆဲပြီဖိုင်နယ်အမိဝတ်မှာသားကြီးဖိုင်နယ်အမိဝတ်မှာသားကြီးတို့အင်ကြီးတွေဝယ်ပေးကြပါလို့ဒီလေလိုအပ်အင်ကြီးလိုအပ်လိုအပ်အင်ကြီးလိုအပ်ဖိုင်နယ်အမီဝတ်မှာရဒီကားကမင်း lucky ပဲနော် unlucky မဟုတ် lucky ပဲမင်းရနေစောက်နေပါစားရည်ငါထိုးပေးရမှာနော်အေးငါထိုးပေးရမှာနော်ထိုးပေးရမှာနော်ရှားနေကွာအနာစေကန်တက်ပြရအောင်ရဟောရောဟိုလေးပြလေ overall ranking ခဏကြည့်ချင်လို့စောင့်နေတာစောင့်ချင်လို့စောင့်နေတယ်များထင်နေတာလားမသိဘူးကွာအဲ့လိုညံစမ်းမင်းကုန်းလေးတွေစလိုက်မလားစတော့ပါဘူးကွာညံစမ်းမင်းကုန်းတွေငါတို့စလိုက်မလားစကြည့်လိုက်မလားဒါပေမဲ့အရန်ပြင်းနေပြီလူကအရန်အိမ်ငိုက်နေချိန်တိုင်းနဲ့ထုံးနေဆုံးလည်းပြန်အောင်စတော့မှတာကြီးတို့ဟာစံတကယ်တလွဲရတော့မှာကွာပတ်စံတကယ်တလွဲရတော့အာကဲအဲ့တော့သူတို့မပြရင်တော့ပီကာသမင်းစားရတော့မယ်တာကြီးတို့နောက်ပြန်ညနေ9 နာရီမှပြန်တွေ့ပါမယ်နောက်ပြန်နေ့လေလိုက်စင်းလေးရှိရင်တက်လာပေးပါမယ်နေ့လေငါတို့ဂိမ်းဆော့ကြပါမယ်နော်အဲ့ဒီညဘက်ရာချင်းနေမကောငါတို့ view တွေကငါတို့မရဘူးငါသိတယ်ငါတို့အကောင်လုံးကြီး live လွှင့်နေမှာတော့ဘယ်လိုလုပ် view ကတက်တော့မှာနေ့လေတက်ရင်တက်လာငါမကြည့်ချင်တော့ဘူးကွာအဲ့လောက်ကြီးကြာအကြာကြီးကြာငါမဆောက်ချင်တော့အဲ့လောက်ကြာအဲ့ဆောက်ကလေးကဆောက်မြင်ကတ်စရာကောင်းအောင်နော်ဒါကြီးငါတို့မကြာရင်ဆရာခွန်ဒီဂိမ်းဆောက်ကုန်ပြီတဲ့ဟုတ်ဘူးဒီနေ့ကပြန်ပွဲอ่ะအကောင်လုံးကမင်းစမင်မိုင်တိုင်းဟာဒီပြန်ပွဲပဲပြရနေတော့မင်းဘယ်လိုလုပ် view ကတက်တော့မှာတော့လို့မင်း YouTube မှာသွားကြည့်လိုက်အောင်လို့ YouTube မှာသွားကြည့်လိုက်အောင်လို့ YouTube လေးမှာသွားကြည့်လိုက်အောင်လို့ ဟုတ်တယ်အကုန်ဒီဝဲပြနေအေးလို့အဲ့လိုဘယ်လို view อ่ะတန်လေးလေးလားပါကွာရမင်းအာမချောင်းနေနဲ့လောက်ခွန်းဝိုင်းကြီးအင်ကြီးရပါပြီအဲ့တော့မနေ့ပြင်ကြမှာငါတို့နေ့ပြန်နေ့လေတက်ရင်တက်လာပြီမယ်ကွာနေ့ပြန်နေ့လေတက်ရင်တက်လာပြီမယ်ကောင်းပြလားအဲ့တော့နားပါတော့မယ်အားလုံးပဲ good night ပါအိမ်မလာမကြပါစေကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်ကဲခဏနေမင်းတို့တခါလေးပြလိုက်မယ်ကွာတက်လာမနေနဲ့တဲ့အကန်ကြီးကျေးဇူးပါကေပေးလေးဆွဲလိုက်အောင်မယ်မင်းတို့ပြီးရင်ကေပေးပြမယ်3,900ခွဲပါအင်ကြီးရပြီလူကျင်သားလေးရတော့အဲ့လိုဆောက်ခွက်တွေကဖြီးနေတာပဲဟမ်ဒီနေ့ဖိုင်နယ် MVP တဲ့အင်ကြီးရပြီအင်ကြီးလေးဝယ်ပေးလို့ရတယ်နော်3,900ခွဲပဲအင်ကြီးလေးဝယ်ပေးကြမလားဝိုင်းကြီးအင်ကြီးလေးဒီအနောက်ကအင်ကြီးက3,400ပါဟုတ်ကဲ့ဝယ်ပေးခြင်းချက်ပေါက်ဟိုင်းလိုက်ပါကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်ဒီအင်ကြီးလေးက3,400ပါအဝိုင်းအောင်လေးက3,900ခွဲပါအဲ့နဲ့ငါဝယ်ပေးမလားတာကြီးချစ်ကိုကြီးချစ်ညီဝယ်ပေးလိုက်မလားလို့ရှင်လို့လေဟောဖိမနာလေးရောအင်ကြီးလေးဝယ်ပေးလိုက်မလားဒီနေ့မှဟာလာမထင်ဘူးလေရောဒဲပဲရောငါတို့ဝိုင်းကြီးပါလာရင်တော့အကောင် final မှာမင်း MVP မရနိုင်ဘူးရောမင်းကြည်လိုက်မင်းအခုကခလေးတွေမလို့ဒီကောင်လိုက်ရိုက်နေတာခလေးတွေမလို့ဒီကောင်လိုက်ရိုက်နေတာခလေးတွေမလို့ဒီကောင်လိုက်ရိုက်နေတာတာကြီးခလေးတွေမလို့ဒီကောင်လိုက်ရိုက်ကဲတော့ပီကာလိုက်ဆွနေနားပါတော့မယ်ခဏလေးကေပေးလှဲပေးတာမင်းတို့ပြမယ်ဝေးဘာဟုတ်ပြအောင်အဲ့ဒါနော်ကြွားအောင်ပါဝေးမထောက်ရနဲ့ please ကြွားအောင်မယ်အဲ့တို့လိန်ခံရရင်တော့ငါတော့သေပြီနော်ငါတခါမွယ်ဘူးကွာအဲ့လိုကြီးကြာတော့အကောင်းပြောတာဒါဘာကြီးလည်းမသိဘူးရောငါတကယ်တခါမွယ်ဘူးဒါကြီးစောက်ပြဿနာတီကွာလွှဲလိုက်ပြီကွာမင်းပေးရ follow ရတော့မှန်နေရောဒါကြီးဝယ်လိုက်ပြီရောအဲ့ရောမသိဘူးရောဝယ်လိုက်ပြီရောနိုင်ရောအဲ့တို့ကျေးဇူးများတင်ပါတယ်မကန်ဒီဟေးကျေးဇူးပါမကန်ဒီရှယ်ပါကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ရှင်ဆက်ခွာရပါပြောနေတာပဲဟုတ်လား I like this bro I want this bro ကျေးဇူးများတင်ပါတယ်ရှင်ဟုတ်ကဲ့လက်ဆိုင်နော်ဟုတ်ကဲ့ကျေးဇူးပါရှေ့ပါအခုရပါမဆိုင်ဘူး ဒီစားလိုက်အောင်လားဟာရချစ်စီလောက်ပါနဲ့မကန်ဒီကျေးဇူးပါကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ရှင်ကဲအဲ့တော့နားပါပြီခင်ဗျာနေ့ပြန်ညနေ9နာရီမဟုတ်ရင်9နိုင်ခွဲလောက်မှပြန်တွေ့ပါမယ်အားလုံးပဲဘိုင်ဘိုင်ပါ good night ပါအိမ်မက်လာမှကြပါစေဒီနေ့လာကြည့်ပေးကြတဲ့လူတွေအားလုံးကျေးဇူးအများကြီးတင်ပါတယ်အားလုံးပဲ see you ပါ bye bye good night တတရမ်းချစ်တယ်ထားမလို့အဘွား